meeting.
Hey, thanks, Mahendra. Thanks for joining, and thank you, everyone. Like to welcome all for this event meeting. First of all, I like to. I think he has given me a broad info about me. So initially, first I like to add upon to join one of my colleague called Arun. Before taking to my agenda towards forward, where we'll be talking on, you know, lot of digital initiatives, strategy, digital transformation, what we do in construction field, and what a common amalgam or a fragmentation of a solution, what we talk in oval as a CD, as a common environment data. I like to introduce one of my colleague who is leading the Asia overall in terms of global education management and engagement with his team with respect to Bentley education, and he will be taking you through, what Bentley offers in terms of, education program and accreditation with respect to that. Yeah. Arun, over to you.
Hi, Sai. Hope my voice is audible.
Yeah, you're audible. Catch up.
All right, so thank you, Sai Krishna. Hello, professors and students. Good afternoon. And so Sai gave me a surprise email yesterday. Arun, this is a session, so why not you spend your time? So immediately I say yes to that. That's why I'm here. So thank you once again, Sai. Hey, let me share my screen. Uh, Please confirm if you are able to see my screen now.
Yeah, it's visible.
Or
Yeah.
all right. Thank you for the confirmations. Sorry. Slides are going very fast. All right. So once again, my name is Arun Kumar. I'm heading in a global management in education system. So I'm looking after academic portfolio. I'm in Bentley for past 13 years. So I'm looking after South Asia, Middle East, Africa territory. So what is my job is I used to interact with the university professors and students, especially on infrastructure solutions, research projects, technology access to the students and professors, and students presentations, demonstrations, project presentations. So these are all my roles and responsibilities in Bentley. I want to give you a very quick overview about Bentley systems. Already you might know, but still it is my duty to tell. Bentley systems, we are the software development company. We develop softwares. What software is completely relevant to the infrastructure? You name any infrastructure, Bentley has a solutions. So this particular organization started in 1984, almost like a 38, 39 years old. And where we are today is we have offices in 50 plus countries, more than 6,000 plus colleagues. Almost like 200 plus softwares are in our basket. Like you might know a few of the software like Stat Pro, and Open Building. I can show you some torchlights on our softwares. So these are the softwares we use to develop. So that's what a quick background about Bentley systems and mine. So before starts my presentation, I have a habit. I like to share some story. That's what my way of workflow. So without taking much time, I will go and talk about a quick story. The story is, I hope you are all able to see the screen. A man is sitting in the stone wheel. This is an excellent cartoon. In my childhood, I used to watch very regularly. Very innovative cartoon. So when I Google it, right? So before the century starts, a human invented a wheel, a stone wheel, mainly to carry the object from one place to another place, right? The second picture is nothing but briefcase, right? So it was invented in 16th century, early 16th century. Normally people used to travel. No, that's what they invented this, right? And the last picture, you can see this is a trolley. Very simple. A briefcase with a wheel become a trolley. It was invented in 19th century, and you can able to see the turnover of 2026. A kid's trolley turnover is almost like 660 billion million dollars. This is what innovative, right? Two small objects fixing into become innovative. That's what we are here as engineers, right? I know most of the students are here. So as engineers, we need to think innovative. That's what my storyline is. That's what the three pictures all about. So but some students might say, hey, I am a MTech student, I'm a civil engineering student, do you think that the story will fix me? Yeah, answering your question, CAD, right? CAD softwares. If somebody student is saying after completing my degree, I know CAD software, put the CAD software into the resume. Do you think that you achieved it? No, it is like a stone wheel, right? That's what this CAD is. Then what is briefcase? It's nothing but BIM. You all know BIM is a process, building information modeling, right? This is called a briefcase. Then what is trolley, the latest technology? It is none other than digital twin, right? So I might cover few of this in his presentation. Digital twin is the latest technology. Now even infrastructure leaders are started learning about this particular process at digital twin. What is digital twin? Very simple. This is a engineer, operators, and informations combined together become a digital twin, right? I want to repeat you again. It is a continuous representative of a physical assets, either in the planning stage, designing stage, construction stage, and in operation stage, right? So that is called as a digital twin. Let me take you a very quick, video. Hope you can see those. Okay, since most of the students over here in their understood, right? So I like to share another story related to digital twin. So the story is nothing but we can take there is a princess, a king, for example, a king. He have a princess, he's ruling the entire India. Now he want to search a very good, prince for his daughter. So how he will search? So he is floating the informations. A lot of CVs are coming to him. So how he will filter the best guy for a daughter? So now that is a project we got. So how he is going to select? So first we are getting a LinkedIn profile of that guy, right? So normally people put good things in LinkedIn. So yeah, that is another qualification. Fine. I got a LinkedIn. I'm filtering a LinkedIn profile from the CVs. Number two, I'm getting a Facebook, right? His social medias, right? Say Facebook, Instagram, all his personal information, all the data is with me. I can get some 50% of the people are wind up, right? I will get some more percentage of the quality guys. I will get all WhatsApp message access, where he is chatting, who he is chatting. Again, I will get a good filter. All his transportation access, where he is traveling, right? All Uber, Ola, all these locations. Again, I'm get a fantastic filter guide. His digital payments, where he is swiping, how he is using his money, complete data of his digital payments. Internet search, again, where he is browsing, what he is typing. If we get all these information, I think we get a quality guy. I know it is current situation, it is very difficult to get a quality guy, but still, right? As a king, if he have access of all this data, he can get a quality guy. That is called digital twin. This is a digital twin information about a human on his personal information. Same way, right? Coming back to engineering, if you have access of the entire project informations like drawing, reality modeling, 3D modeling, IoT data, everything put together, it really gives you a clear information about digital twin. That's what we called as a digital twin. This is a very quick video. I hope you all able to get this audio as well. Let me play this video. You will get some idea about what is digital twin.
A digital twin is a digital representation of a physical asset, process, or system, as well as the engineering information that allows us to understand it, model it, and get its performance. Typically, digital twins can be synchronized from multiple sources, including sensors and continuous surveying, to represent its near real-time status. This synchronized data can be used to gain valuable insights, to more fully understand the physical asset. Infrastructure digital twins, or I-twins, are emerging now because of a convergence of technologies that enable an immersive and holistic view of infrastructure. Now, these include 3D and 4D visualization, reality modeling, mixed reality, and geotechnical engineering. Bentley's goal is to enable a digital twin ecosystem that will improve our understanding and transform the performance of the world's infrastructure.
All right, so that's what the digital twin all about. I can share you more information related to that and after completing my presentation. So now the students comes, do we need to innovate now? Yes, that is the time we need to innovate. I have some tips, right? So, thank you. First of all, you choose the core engineering. Civil engineering is a core engineering knowledge, but still, if you select a right domain and keep learning and add some degrees, not only a BTech, MTech, or PhD, even a monthly courses. Now everything is in online. Even a quick degree, 2 months, 3 months courses that really helps you. While your online presence, that is very much important, and create your own branding, right? And track your accomplishment. This really helps you, right? And effective communication skill. Communication skill is not only on English knowledge. Even I'm saying talking about civil engineering, right? Engineering terms, ISO codes, right? So that's very important, right? Identify your mentor. That may be your professor. I would strongly recommend, right? Get in touch with your professor. This really helps build your network. Again, not through Instagram or a Facebook. LinkedIn is a great profile where you can communicate and connect with the infrastructure industry people. So apart from this core engineering and the skills, you need to add your technology skills. That's why Bentley is over here. Bentley Systems, as I mentioned, we are the software solution provider, right? As a civil engineering, yellow cap with the tapes and scale, those histories are gone. Now, even civil engineers are working as such a white collar job, right? So a lot of companies in India or outside India. So you have a systematic process. So you need to have a right technology skills. So that's why Bentley Systems are over here, right? So in Bentley Systems, we have a excellent program for the students and professors called Bentley Education Program. This is a great program. Sai mentioned to me, I want to give you one more information. Whoever the students and professors over this call, every students and professor will get free access of this education program. So what is this Bentley Education Program? Very simple, right? We have a mission statement. The mission statement is we want to create a talent pipeline for the infrastructure industry. For example, if L&T is coming to me and saying that, hey, Arun, I want 100 water engineers or 100 transportation engineers, university is the vacancy from the industry, right? That's what my job is. We want to create a talent pipeline for the infrastructure industry, right? For that, we are come up with a process. The process is nothing but the Bentley education. So through this Bentley education, every students and professors will get a software access completely free with few single clicks, right? Even in your personal computers, you can able to access the Bentley softwares. Not only software, even wide range of learning materials, even some relevant industry learning materials as well. And apart from that, we have a communities. We have a communities for the students. We have a communities for the educators as well. And a lot of informations related to infrastructure industry. You have a newsletters followed by some quiz contest. And even if any educators, professors, they want to share their research projects, yes, they can. So that's what we created one platform called education.bentley.com. After this call, please try to explore it. In case if you're not able to access it, send out an email to me or Mr. Sai, we can able to help you out, right? So what are, as I mentioned, Bentley Systems infrastructure company, I told Start Pro. Likewise, I'm like to show some torch, like which are the softwares we have in our basket. It might helpful for you. Number one, modeling. If any students or professors are interested on modeling, designing, yes, Bentley's tool called MicroStation, very popular in US and European market. Most of the industry government projects are using by MicroStation. Asian market is coming up, right? So it is really coming up. India, we have a lot of infrastructure industries using MicroStation applications. So this is one case study for a moment. We all these softwares we have industry case study. We are not forcing any students to learn something new tool. All these tools are in the market for a long, and lot of top in the infrastructure industries are using this tool, and they share their case study to us. So that's why every software have an industry case study, so that before start learning, the students can able to explore what are the case studies, real-time case studies, and then they can start the learning. That's what we made it. Luminarity, it's an excellent visualization tool. You can see like this is one example in China. Actually, this is a road project, but you can see like high-rise building, walking moves, like vehicle motions, everything you can customize it. It's called Luminarity, which has a lot of engineering libraries over here. If any students interested on bridge designing, right, in India right now, all metro projects are really going up, right? So we have a software called Open Bridge Designer. So we have a case study related to that. And reality modeling. I want to tell you something. There's a great tool called Context Capture. If any students are interested on drone technology, you can capture the images, upload the product, you will get a 3D model. That's what this product Context Capture all about. To know more information, just go to Google, type students project Context Capture. You will get crazy projects from the students. So a lot of students uploaded in the YouTube as well. So this is a great tool where all the students professors will get the access. Structural, I don't want to talk much. StatPro, you know very well. Yes, it's part of Bentley product. We have a complete structural bundles. We are giving the access to the students. Building design, yes, we have a OBD, Open Building Designer. This is a case study of Bangladesh Airport. Even we uploaded the case study of Bangalore Airport too. It's an excellent tool for building design if any students are interested on building design applications. Civil design, yes, the transportation department, if students are into MTech transportation, yeah, here is a tool. We have a Bentley open road designing, and we have a concept station, railway track design. I want to tell you very loud and clear, like Pune Metro, Nagpur Maha Metro projects are used by open concept station. So recently, like 2 weeks before in Delhi, we had a great meeting. All metro leaders over there, and they are using our Bentley open concept stations for their real-time projects. If any students are interested on environmental, yes, we have a Bentley open flow solutions like water jumps and sewer jumps. This is one case study from Assam. I want to tell you something. We have a dedicated video for learning video for Jal Jeevan mission. I hope you are aware. It's one of the biggest mission in India, Jal Jeevan mission, drinking water piping connectivity for rural area. So Bentley's solutions are playing a major role over there. Construction, yeah. So Sai is over here. So upcoming time, he's going to talk more about digital construction. Synchro is also one of our solution, followed by Impulse product, where Sai is going to play a major time over there. So we have excellent segments related to construction and mapping and survey too. Bentley Open City Modelers. So these are the solutions over there in our basket. I want to tell you something, students and professors, you can able to access these softwares on your personal computers. That's what I want to share you this. Okay, now I downloaded the software. What next? The next is nothing but, apart from software downloads, we also have some digital batches, right? If recognition or accreditation batches where students can, after downloading, they can able to learn it. We created some online material, self-guided learning material. After completing the learning material, you need to complete the accreditation. You will get some digital batches. So these are all Credly batches. We made it access to the students. And also ebook, in case if you have a mobile phone, just click this barcode. It's an easy way to access the ebook facilities. We have 36 plus titles across the various domain, right? So digital twin, if any students are interested on digital twin, yes, you can access this digital books as well. And we have some students project. So every year in Bentley systems, we have a student design competition. This is one student from Canada completed his digital twin projects, his case studies over here. By 2023, end of 2023, we are going to announce competition for this year too. If any students interested, keep in touch. Stay on education portal, education.bentley.com. You will get the complete information about projects, this 2023 competitions. Social promotions, yes, if professors are doing training for his own students for in his campus or any social campaigns, we used to promote. For example, IIT Madras ACA event is one of our big event. Normally we used to, Bentley used to associate such events. We will publish in Bentley social medias too. right? Now, again, so I just mentioned about software access and the facilities. Now, many students might have a question like, can I get a core job, right? After completing my degree, can I get a core engineering job? So answering your questions, here is the population, right? So India is playing a no number one role now. We've taken China's back, right? At the same time, India is an infrastructure development country, right? Wherever you step out, you can see infrastructure projects are going on. This is one result you can proudly say that I will get a core job. But only thing is you need to create a proper skill. So some highlights like what are the top government strategy jobs, right? So you can see like airport, roads, right? So water, mobility. So these are all project at 4.5% of the GDP has been invested for Indian projects. And the transportation segment, you can see like almost like a lot of job opportunities, project opportunities for transportation sectors, right? Smart city, I hope you might know, like now top metropolitan cities are converted into a smart cities, right? Delhi smart city, right? So a lot of cities, Bangalore also become a smart city, right? So that's what the mission is, right? So they are planning to develop 100 smart cities in India, right? So almost like a 16,000 crores has been invested for this particular mission, right? Water, as I mentioned, Jal Jeevan, yeah, that's what our Jal Jeevan and Amrut. So these are the two big projects are coming up right now in live in India, right? Forget about top MNC companies. A lot of students are becoming an entrepreneur by this particular missions, right? Yes, we in universities we are associating with Center of Excellence. Few of the universities are in with Bentley, so we created a Bentley lab in the civil engineering department, continuous learning and certification program for the students. Yes, we do that. In case if any university is interested, let us know. And without wasting my time, thank you for providing me this opportunity. If anybody wants to reach out, you can reach out me through LinkedIn. I'm very active over there. Or I will share my email ID in the chat box. Reach out to me for this stuff. Thank you all. And Sai, I hope I completed mine on time, right? Any questions, please?
Yeah.
Participants. Participants can ask questions. Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
We are at civil engineering department at NIT-Rourkela. We want to do some outreach activity. Like, what is the process and what kind of activities we can be done?
Right, sir. First, I want to tell you something like right now, after this call, please drop an email to me. First, provide you a complete Bentley software access to your campus, right? Any students from NIT-Rourkela can able to download Bentley softwares on their personal computers and the laboratory as well, right? So I will give you the software access as well as the learning material. For example, if you really needed a learning material related to structural engineering or building design engineering or water engineering, right? So I can give you that as well, number one. Number two, if you are interested on programs like hackathon or something, right? So please, reach out to me, right? So we can discuss because I need to understand exactly your requirements. Accordingly, we can take it forward. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I think there are few MTech students also here. You can ask your questions to Arun Kumar, sir.
I would like to say, like, let's make this session, I think people who has questions also the keep in mind and all. I think better, Arun, we can have we can take some questions from them and better they are not ready to talk now. I think we can be able to address that point also.
No problem. No problem. I will text my email ID over here, or you can reach out to professors as well, right? So So the thing is, hey, students, like, from Bentley system, we came forward. We are providing this technology access to your students. That's why, my presentation starts from the storyline to the core engineering job opportunities. So you guys have a great future related to civil engineering, especially core engineering job. But only thing is, please develop your technology skills. And Bentley is ready to support you in terms of software access, in terms of learning material access. I want to tell you something. If any students are doing their final year project or your short-term project by using Bentley technology, and if the project is very innovative, we are ready to publish your project in Bentley site, Bentley website. So, and our Bentley website, for your information, the traffic is almost like a 3 to 4 million people are creating a traffic in a day. So your projects will be clearly visible to the industry people. So such stuffs we are coming up, and we are encouraging you to learn the technology skill. That's what. All right, Sai. Okay, you can take it forward, and if any questions over there, I can answer them by the end of the presentation, or maybe by
I think that would be great, Arun. Thanks for your presentation, and it was very talking and innovative in terms of whatever we are talking in actual Vika world in terms of digital infrastructure. I think you have addressed a very valid in terms of talking digital safety, quality, all the project management parameters. You have covered a few aspects outline. So it's my now time or agenda where I would be taking. Let me share my screen. My screen visible, everyone? Yeah.
Yes, it is visible.
So, I like to start with my agenda, what we are going to do. So today my agenda would be, talking on, a lot of growth story, how we have done, what is the future roadmap, how digitally we can able to invent in terms of real infrastructure projects. And I would like to talk on, hello, there is some bit echo. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. I'll just.
I think there is some echo from background.
Yeah. I'll filter the noise over there. Now it's fine.
Yeah, now it's audible. So we will be, the agenda would be of my workflow of my presentation would be, in terms of, talking various growth story, what is our future roadmap, how digitally we are connected as a common environment data, what Bentley does, and what is the, in terms of digital project management or digital amalgam of a solution or a project controls, what we are doing as a complete, in terms of connecting interoperability to one element to other element, in terms of pre-construction or a timeline from start to end of the project, or, complete to commissioning or asset management stage. And further would be, we will be talking on some strategies align in terms of digital approach, how industry 4.0 or future would be growing in terms of connecting as a data environment or of digital approach. One more thing, we have a very beautiful project controls where almost across there are 4,000 to 5,000 users in a construction or any kind of people are using in terms of digital project controls called NPulse as a solution. Where I will be taking care in terms of each case study wise or project wise, how we have done a very great job in terms of different jobs, how digitally without a human intervention or a paperless job, people can easily work on site, or for students or in further in upcoming going towards out of their universities or any joining in terms of any institutions or any organizations, in terms of how the technology or in terms of any place, like it might be consulting, external, internal, PMC, owner operated, contractor, operation and maintenance, how exactly the digitally we would be like to connect and see how the common amalgam of a solution interoperably we can able to fragment and put it in a very beautiful way. And further, we will be talking on various case studies, and we'll be having a very, I like all of you to make this as a, very common discussion kind of a session where everyone should not feel bored. We will have a very good discussion session and put up a queries. We will discuss internally so that we can able to, come across a one common what exactly we are doing, and further will follows to be a Q&A session. So let me start. I think you are all aware. So the session would be around the digital project management, or, interoperability project controls. What exactly, digitally we are connected in terms of site management or any contracts. Contract in the sense, I will talk more on, different types, what exactly solution will prefer. How before we, in terms of people are doing in terms of human intervention and what we are doing, what is the differentiation we feel with respect to, digital project controls, without a single error and without a human intervention, with respect to any kind of, pre-construction, construction, core monitoring, controlling of a solution. How do we monitor everything we do? So I think this, as Arun has already, covered what exactly, you see this very beautiful scenery, what advancing the world infrastructure. If you see this, this whole image, there's a lot of options we talk in terms of infrastructure, urban renovation, urban utility, water, dams. So, Bentley have very huge in terms of advancing the software, wherever you go in terms of global or environment for improved, better intervention or any solution perspective point of view. So here my case is, if you take any kind of infrastructure or, any kind of, real estate job, infrastructure job, whatever we are doing, urban designing, urban planning, mass rapid transportation, a lot of systems. See, wherever we go, it's a very difficult for us to connect data points with respect to, in terms how we are exactly fitting in, how the requirement would be flown, and what is the input we are giving and what is the output we are expecting. In between, there is a process flow. So that process flow, we'll be talking what exactly the Bentley does the solution as a digital, where Arun has taken us in a brief with respect to where Bentley has a very good solutions called digital iTwin. How the I model, how it would be published, and what in terms of, we are talking in industry law, many, infra or PMC or, a lot of real estate people players are talking on BIM. What exactly BIM do? What is 3D? What is 4D? What is the future argumentation in the industry, 4.0? We'll be taking on more on that. I think this is a just, we are a very, top one of the software company, and we have, I think just Arun has given us an intro. So we are one of the world's leading infrastructure company where, we provide a lot of softwares, and we are one of recently we are a NASDAQ, New York stock, NSY NASDAQ company, New York global MNC. And we have our R&D center in Pune, where people do, and it's a very big chain in terms of connecting. Wherever you go, whatever in terms of digital, in terms of environment or not infrastructure cloud or anything in terms of civil related core capability, wherever we have our Bentley solution, where we are playing a very huge and vital role from the capex of the projects, from I can say some small range to very high range of the projects. So, you know, this kind of, I like to talk more on this. We are talking on, innovation. We are talking on operation perspective. We are talking on, construction perspective, and we are talking on design engineering perspective. So if you see this completely cycle, before I'll just briefly explain with respect to this flow. So before, we used to talk on, we used to have a planning software. We used to do MSP scheduling completely, work program structure and packaging, any kind of element of talk. Sorry,
can I interrupt you?
Yes, please.
Are you planning to show full screen slides?
Is it okay right now?
Yeah, now it is fine. Previously, we were seeing only the. Yeah,
No, I think yeah, I think there's some issue. Yeah, sorry.
Now it is fine. Yeah.
So
Okay,
whatever. Can I proceed, please?
Yeah, please, yeah.
So, whatever we are talking in terms of planning construction, so we are only talking in terms of, planning, scheduling, MSP, Primavera, Initially, the schedule is integrated. And so the case, what we would like to hear everyone, we all should understand is we are bringing technologically, digitally oriented as a common environment data, connecting each of the element, in terms of, pre-construction stage, planning stage, monitoring stage, controlling stage, or asset stage, or any stage. So it's, see, yeah, my only case is whatever we are doing in terms of, research or any kind of problem case study. BIM itself has, a lot of level of detail, clash detection mechanism, and we are talking how mechanical or civil electromechanical play. What is a clash mechanism we are implementing in a project? So here nothing in the sense. So we are interoperably connecting each element of a project and bringing into it digitally as a common environment, which we are linking or connecting all the data points as a one set. So if you connect, people are talking in terms of now you say 60 in the sense a part of BIM, we're connecting in terms of one cost element. A part of BIM, we're connecting in terms of, schedule element. Apart from 7D, now we're advancing to 8D or 7D, something like that. Further, the stage would be connecting to the sustainable or carbon footprint, how, we will be talking on infrastructure cloud, which acts as a whole and common solution with respect to, design engineering, even in the initial stages of a project or final stages of a project. Then while coming to asset maintenance stage or, asset reliability or operation perspective point of view, here, there are a few parameters, initially the pre-construction, we perform the project, we do all the DPR study, we engage in the projects. So the point is how exactly or effectively we are monitoring the project, how effectively we are doing the health assessment of the project. Health assessment of the project, if I talk, then it would be very detailed. How exactly I can able to, complete my 3 triangle as a time, cost, scope, and I can perform where I can hand out to any of the end user or any end of the customer in terms of client. See, even though if I provide my software, what is the value proven or what is the my value addition I'm getting out of it in terms of operation stage, design stage, construction stage, it might be in a review stage. So wherever you go, construction used to be horizontal, whatever the BU or, business unit or handling we involve, there is lot of construction sequencing. What is the schedule we are implementing as per the BOQ or a sign of quantity? So there we need to, understand more on health perspective point of view of the projects, health monitoring of the project, where we will be talking more on the, earn value metrics, how, where we have a very common solution in our Bentley called NPulse, how it does a very beautiful, S-curve. What is the physical progress I'm getting for a, for any project or a, portfolio management jobs or a program management jobs, whatever we do in terms of a whole cyclic angle, how exactly we are taking in terms of what is the health or what is the benefit or what is the scope involved. It might be any change order, it might be any, bill of quantity, cost element mapping to the schedule talking. So the point here I would like to talk is we are connecting, all the costing items, time items, scope. Before we used to have it or handle in terms of an element wise, in terms of different chronology. Now we are connecting as an infrastructure cloud called digital twin, where we are completely focusing or fragmenting in terms of, common solution, how we would like to operate or, tend to it. Like, you like to stop me for any question, please, you can do that. Mahindra, sir.
We're telling it from like a company perspective that there is 3 stages. The construction, there is a design stage, then there is a construction stage, and there is operating stage. And so using digital twin, you want to simplify whatever activities through that.
Yeah. The point here is we are connecting interoperably between the three as a set. So before we used to do construction as a one, but we are commonly connecting as a, wherever, suppose if you say take as a building and you want to repair a HVAC or AC chiller or something, before you used to have some resource perspective or you need to know what exactly the AC or HVAC chiller coolant is failed, I need to get repaired. So now in terms of connecting or linking element wise, floor wise, in terms of, whatever you're giving with respect to ID wise or RFID or something, wherever you're tracking in operation perspective. So initially when you're designing in a construction phase, whatever the walkthrough you are seeing as a Rivet or IFC or anything you're bringing in a software, if you're talking as a common solution, So there now there is no human intervention or something. So it automatically it shows a red flag. What exactly, the common errors where exactly I am facing in the certain floor. Suppose take example of 10th floor, I am facing this issue. So completely you're connecting as a one data sets or a one connecting points. That is what my point.
So I just want to interact with you, like from my thing. So we have a building here. It's called the Golden Jubilee building. It was supposed to
Okay.
be uh, it was supposed to be functional from 2012, but because of some construction issues, the occupancy has been delayed. So
Okay.
we are facing new problems every year. Like for example, the building was constructed on some foundation which was had water seepage, so there is some issue there, and then there is a air conditioning issue. So if you approach the building construction of such large like a large infrastructure project using how does Bentley software contribute to avoiding the problems? We don't before creating the problem, we want to avoid the problem. Okay, before solving and all.
So it's a very good thing and we like to take it up. So I'll just explain you in a very two ways. So if you're talking in terms of, handing over or something, so we need to come in terms of, pre-construction stage, what is the suitable timelines, whether it's in terms of health monitoring of a project, are we really tracking the metrics? That is one perspective from my end. And second perspective, you mean to say, there are a lot of failures in terms of operation perspective, I can say. Is it right? Can correct
Yes,
me if
yes.
I'm wrong. So
Yeah,
in
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of operation perspective, whether, initially the contractor or something, you can say X agency has initiated the project or executed the project, they have gone. So are they really gone as per the sequencing of the activities or not only sequencing, like what is the exact, operation cycle or perspective in terms of designing, whether do they follow in terms of the timeline, whether that might building might get delayed? That is one say. Second thing might be, we can say like you're talking here where we will be putting, if I take in terms of Bentley case as a software or, solution perspective as a case study. So we can completely bring the footprint of a building and we can see, run it in an I model and see first set to set mapping accordingly as a federated model and see what is the clash mechanism or something if that is there. And second would be major failures in operation perspective. I hope there are no changes in terms of design, right? Perspective. I think the
Yeah,
building is completely constructed, right?
it's constructed, but we are not able to use it.
Okay. So I think in terms of construction challenges, I think as a building, we can, as a project controls perspective, we can see, although the building is completed, now we can see what is the main operation perspective point of view, what are the major challenges we are facing, and the building got delayed. So that we will be talking in very detail, Mahendra sir. Okay.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
So I think coming to this, we are involved in various lot of construction asset maintaining. These are the kind of the slide I like to put. Top product awards we have got in terms of construction technology firm, digital twin. See, I'm telling you, it's a very beautiful. Any player you take, like any portfolio you take in terms of construction, whether it be real estate, infrastructure, water, electrical, transmission, PT&D, urban regeneration. Wherever this digital twin, the common coming arena or coming infrastructure domain, whatever we are talking in terms of connected CDE as a common data environment, we'll talk more on that concept. Okay, so infrastructure cloud or where digital twin as a connecting points, it's playing a very vital role in terms of asset maintenance stage, information stage, performance stage. So you're covering all the metrics here in terms of, health monitoring perspective, construction project management perspective, schedule management perspective, budgeting, allocating, monitoring, controlling, tracking, everything can be covered. So every options, safety, quality also plays a vital role. So this complete amalgam acts as a, one common data point where you are seeing or you go to any for peer review or anything, so where we'll get as a one common data set. So I like to bring one of see this flow chart for all of us to understand what exactly iTwin or I model, we are talking a lot on this digital twin or iTwin. Infrastructure twin, it's a very, acts as a connected deliverable. What input, before we are talking on what is an input, what is an output. So if you see the project information model now, if you see the lot of drawings we are taking from, contractor or any perspective, we are simply talking on, we are doing all our design drawings in AutoCAD and simply publishing. Our architects plays a very vital role. They are doing, in Rivet designing and or Tekla or something. Give an IFC file. What exactly the designing software do, whether the structural design is really suitable as per an IS standard, or really we are doing analysis. So here I like to say, if you talk in terms of bar chart, let us discuss in one by one. We're talking in very pre-construction stage or something like final asset stage or, complete monitoring or controlling stage. See here, wherever with respect to construction scheduling or project management perspective, every thing or every part of a construction or monitoring or scheduling plays with a very vital role connecting to all the data points in a project. So suppose we'll think this as a project where I am initiating this model, publishing it, doing the analysis, pre-construction stage, DPR, everything, and I'm entered into the project. So if I'm entering in the project, I run my analysis in an I model, I put it, I deliver it completely, wherein complete different angle of a project where I'll see, I can record my issue, what is an issue track of it, DMS, document management system, how the genealogy, what are a lot of drawing mechanism plays very vital role as an MDL, master drawing list, where we are getting from consultants, architects. Without a human intervention, we should understand in such a way that how, whether tomorrow contractor or any consultant or any digitally approved, I think tomorrow upcoming world in terms of CPWD contracts or FIDIC contracts, they're not going to accept in terms of simple without a human. People are simply without having a documentation or record management plays a very vital role. So here we like to understand, completely digitally we are flowing in terms of as a connected data environment. How exactly, scheduling perspective link to a model or cost element. What exactly we are, delivering with respect to. It might be in terms of, one I model created or, walkthrough coming out of it. And see what exactly, civil electromechanical or, civil engineering or structural members or anything can fail. We are doing a lot of clash management mechanism, how it could be happen in terms of, from pre-stage monitoring or central stage of a project to final assets to maintenance and closeout or commissioning stage. So here I like to we are talking on more iTwin as a word called CDE, common data environment. How, whatever the ERP budgeting financing as SAP we are doing, enterprise resource procurement or, lot of SAP we are doing in terms of budgeting. So we are connecting completely all the relationship constraints or navigation markups with respect to our models. And out of this, without a human intervention, we can track every single conceptualization of a project with respect to initial, mid-stage, initial stage to the closeout stage. So this is, every metrics can be viewed in terms of, budgeted cost, work schedule, what is my work plan, what is my actual achieved, a beautiful analytics, or, we can able to take an application perspective point of view in APIs with respect to the Power BI, where in terms of any company for a CXO or a senior management perspective or leadership level can take and work on that and see where, people like now they're telling like they're having 100 different program management jobs. It's very difficult for them to view in each job in different sites. So this kind of, concept or what a mechanism plays a very vital role in terms of project schedule, baselines, everything interoperably connected as a common data environment, and see what is an asset or an I model you are publishing out of it for a senior perspective to see out of it and get a very glance output. So I think we are talking more on this in infrastructure digital twin with respect to technological consultant oriented in terms of electric mobility or EV charging. So a lot of, everywhere if you see this I model, we are connecting completely, with respect to design goals initially from pre-stage, mid-stage, controlling stage, monitoring stage, actual assets to the asset maintenance stage or commissioning stage. So my point is, by going in terms of just this slide, we going digital without a human intervention or leveraging the data. So document management plays a very, very key role in terms of any tomorrow extension of time, claim management, delay analysis, whatever the repercussions or ratifications we are doing with respect to any kind of a contractor, any kind of a consultant, any kind of a developer. So digitally, we are completely proved. Although if you say in India, the infrastructure is huge and vast, and we have a lot of opportunities in terms of implementing the digital technology, digital leveraging, how the data processing, how the data connecting points of view can build a very, better quality of life and better infrastructure needs, that where we will get a suitable, better outcomes in terms of without compromising the cost, without compromising, safety angle perspective, quality angle, compromising the quality with respect to increase in productivity, with respect to less time, within a time or within a budget, and accurately deliver the solution on time and within a prescribed cost. So I think this all we are aware of this process is design, evaluation, and completely, developing stage. So we are talking on completely the project management perspective, what we are talking on leveraging the solution. So we are linking this each aspect or a design cycle like we have in different stages in PMI or project management stage: initiation stage, planning stage, controlling, monitoring, evaluating, and closeout stage. So complete each life cycle or life asset stage of a, project management. If you see in this picture, what is the scope, what is the timeline, what is my various increase in timelines of a project, can develop and evaluate how exactly the fragmentation can be done in a project management processes linking to a current digital technology. So I think just I put for a key indices of a project, what we are doing in initial planning monitoring. So if you see wherever we are talk more on iTwin or iDigital environment, we are connecting as a CDE with respect to each element in a project and saying that project will start in a very, good definite stage with respect to start of the project or, final stage of a project. It might be anything with respect to the timeline, cost, scope, change order, purchase, with respect to any within the timelines or a scope of the project. You like me to stop? You have any queries, or we will take the Q&A at the end of the session? That would be great.
Can you present some when you say data points are related to a project?
Yeah, that I think that we will talk on more on further upcoming case studies.
I think if you can present a case study, probably.
Yeah, Mahindra, so that we will talk on, I think the data points, whatever we are talking, right, initially. So that we'll talk on upcoming slides that could be, connecting with respect to huge what the case study we have done in terms of some few metro projects. So initially we'll be covering this and we'll be going to
I have
that
one
point.
question. One question. You use
Yes, please.
DPR. What is DPR?
No, DPR in the sense you meant say daily progress or a detailed project report, initial stages in pre-construction stage.
Okay. Detailed project report or daily progress report? Okay.
Detailed project report. So when we are starting in terms of project, we talked before in detailed project report, where initial scope or timelines could be, initial scope would be defined. This would be great fitting. Then while coming to the, mid stage of any project or monitoring or controlling of the project, that could be a detailed progress report where you are monitoring the key indices of the project or metrics of the project.
Yeah, please,
so yeah, these are the few time and cost, overruns in terms of what effectively, common solution perspective, what effective decision we are making. So this all I'll be showing you whatever the key in this index we are talking with respect to project reports, claims, dispute mechanism, management, whatever the utility shifting, what supply chain we are doing. So completely invoice payment. So before and all, interoperably we used to do as a, separate element where it would take long time and cost. Now we are connecting all this as a solution in an impulse and showing how effectively the monitoring can be done. Whatever the scheduling we are doing in MSP can be imported directly in the cost and specifically to produce a common output.
I have one question. In your previous slide, you have asked, you have given like improper coordination between owner, consultant, and contractor. So here it is more like a communication issue or a more like what happens between two people.
Exactly.
how
So
do
I'll
you
just talk on more
exact
this. How we'll overcome. So
how do you characterize, like you want to quantify that, right? In your, when you say data point means, how will you quantify a relationship, like relationship between owner and consultant? There is a improper coordination means all the
so
communication and all that is not happening. So how do
exactly.
you
So
quantify that?
initially if you say in terms of owner's perspective, they will engage a consultant or a PMC, project management consulting, where initially they'll have a kickoff, initial proper collaboration or communication perspective to be maintained. So if you say, I like to connect with you with one case study. Initially, we are doing one project in IIT Hyderabad, where we had a lot of Indian Institute of Technology by IIT Hyderabad. It's a government funding project where CPWD is involved. So here, the connecting data points with respect to, owner, where government entity, IIT, government CPWD is the owner client, where they have engaged one employer, PMC, as a Tata TCE, Tata Consulting Index. So here we have felt, there are major two giant players as a contractor, L&T and Shapurji. They are playing a very nominal or vital role. So the connecting points, what I would like to say is, initially, they has a lot of communication, collaboration, uh, management, or a lot of complete communication management. So here, before they used to, completely manual materialize or, completely monitor with respect to communication or paper or, hard copy, anything. So there, without, seeking, without any intervention or disturbance or, proper communication, we have used a tool called kind of NPulse, same with respect to initially they decrease the proper collaboration with respect to how smoothly we can execute the project. So there we have felt a lot of, design issues, drawing issues, what architects has released, because it's a huge project where there are three architect players where they have played a very key vital role. So there initially R0 drawings was released. By connecting one drawing or a data point to other, there is a lot of changes where scope could not be properly defined. So here we have taken a, one common step or a solution, like you're asking as a connecting point. On behalf of client, first initially the preliminary, the scope is defined. Then accordingly the architect is played on role. So where we would like to, properly go to the site, investigate what exactly the groundwork or reality we are facing the issue, then accordingly publish and see what, without doing this adoption or, digital BIM adoption or 4D connecting the point, there we have done with a clash mechanism. So there we have faced, lot of chiller or lot of, connecting point, how, level of detail or clash management played between, civil supervising job or monitoring job with respect to electromechanical or electromechanical works. So in this way, we have identified that, okay, so we'll go with implementation of 4D or see how digitally, what electrical played their schedule and we are done with our schedule, and see connected both link together and set to set mapping, and see how we can do the federated model without generating of any clash mechanism. That is one mechanism we have identified. In this way, we have, reduced the time, able to deliver the project within time and within the cost also.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Uh, so you are saying we will, for better communication, you will use building information modeling, so everyone knows what exactly how their thing intersects with other thing. The other question is inadequate soil investigation and detailed project report. So suppose you have planned a project for basing on some soil investigation report, and then you have gone ahead with all the design and all that. Then later we found that the soil investigation report is fake. And how do you address that?
No, so these are the key challenges. See, before, any types of construction or, there we are using all the tools. If you see our normal or typical hydrology or, any soil, so there we go till a 3 meter or something, 4.5 meter level. There we have identified, oh, there is a black cotton soil. So to address that, there we have a hard rock, like lot of, investigation methodologies has been followed, where, we are putting up with respect to sensor system, how we can see with respect to 1 meter. In this case, IIT, it's a very beautiful question. So I like to elaborate more. There we have gone for one lab building. So for soil investigation perspective, initially, if you say till one level, we have identified that we can go with a normal foundation or isolated foundation where it's a huge. Then later on, while going with respect to 3 meter or down the level, they have people with IT. They have developed one ultrasonic one sensor mechanism, because it can automatically going or decreasing the high cost going with respect to borewell or foundation way. In order to deploy our high cost, they have developed a in two sensor system in a soil, where automatically it shows with respect to above 3 meter I can dig. If I'm going for a 4.5 hard rock, there again I have to face my challenge. In this way we have amalgamated this case.
But so you have to base your project on proper soil investigation.
Yeah, proper investigation mechanism, how it
But
can be
if it
adopted,
is
right?
not done, if it's not done, how do you address it?
Sorry.
If you trust the report, you have given the work to a soil consulting company, and it has done some investigation, it gives some report, and later you found the report is not right.
Yeah, then again, see, in this terms, once the report is also not in terms of this, or the bearing capacity, whatever we are talking in terms of soil, SBC. So here we have put initially they give a report with respect to that we have obtained one. The next stage, what we have implemented is this mechanism, how it it can deploy, or it can state in terms of what exactly we had to do, what is the scope we have done, what upcoming scope we can do, and what is the differential initiation, how if I go with this, what is my associated time, and what is my cost. So the report, whatever we had initially we got, and later on we have identified there is a delta duplication. So then we have identified if you go with hard rock or something, there we can able to see there will be a higher, lot of braking or blasting techniques to be adopted. So there accordingly we have proven that. So initial report reading, whatever you have given, that could be suitable, and it could be based on, again, development and building parameters as suitable.
Okay, fine.
So these are the few reasons, like we are talking how our Bentley NPL solution, take care in a timely, completely as a common amalgam, in each data point or entry, how we can able to define with respect. So we'll be talking more on data points and we'll on iTwin, variant technology. So these are the few scope change, how we can able to rework. These are the few points I have mentioned, how we can able to, what are the common, challenges, or what exactly we are facing in a common delivering in the project from initial to closing stage. So I just talked about an NPulse. Now I will be taking you elaborately in what analytics or decision support for the projects you are talking, effective communication or coordination way as a digital. So this is a very beautiful tool in our Bentley we had, and in implemented across various MNC companies like L&T, RMZ, Lodha. Everyone is using in terms of key Indian players in a market. So this is a very good iTwin digital collaborative model of the integrated project controls what engineering or infrastructure or projects run smart via mobile collaboration in a very digital support. How effectively we can monitor the projects based on the crafted in a construction with respect to adhering to the latest digital technologies, which is in the made with respect to initial to closeout stage. So I like to show, these are the few metrics or a digital dashboards we have done for a lot of, Jal Jeevan projects. What exactly, we are talking with respect to, without intervention with respect MSP or, Primavera P6 Oracle database, we are connecting. How effectively the schedule parametrics or dashboard metrics can be easily monitored within the projects by doing the digital. How my RBAC means role based access control can play a very key vital role with respect to completing a generation of this kind of snapshots or any kind of metrics. So these are the few digitally we are doing all this KPI, SPI, with respect if you see the location wise or you are doing any program management jobs, but it is very difficult for us, to monitor each stage, each stepwise, connecting each one point to one point, linking one schedule to other schedule, making out of a, lot of project management involving or adhering to the project management techniques. It might be risk management, cost management, time management, scope management. So that might be a lot of. So these are the, key health current parametrics. These all are monitored by current digital aspects in a Bentley software called NPulse. It's a completely project control software. How you can, easily address the key health monitoring of the project, whether the project is running within a schedule or ahead of the schedule or within a planned cost. So I think all are aware of this. It's a project ESCO. It's a progress how we are doing with respect to accumulation. It might be in terms of physical or financial progress. So it's an automated CPM engine, critical path method, how effectively we are tracking with respect to our look ahead plans. So this all completely the whatever the pictographical or dashboard representation you are seeing in a mechanism with respect to any project, you can view in a complete NPulse dictionary. The once you integrate or import or any schedule in MSP, completely the mechanism, if you can see the curves, how the beautifully they are developed with respect to the progress, with respect to month-wise budgeting forecast according to the till your timeline or closure of the project with respect to look ahead plans. And this is one of the latest technology, where we are doing in terms of digitalization of procurement. How what with respect to adhering to the schedules or a long lead items in a projects, long projects or with respect to high value of the capex of the projects, based on the schedule, what is the start or finish we are doing. Or so here the beautiful thing is before we used to do, I'm comparing, how digitally we are prone with respect to previous in terms of Excel, with respect to operating, with respect to digitalization software in integrated array connecting points. So if you see this report, initially we used to track schedule in one perspective in MSP, and we used to track procurement report or long lead items in one way. So now we are connecting, like schedule integration cost elements. So our software, it's an automatic CPM engine where it will automatically publish your actual start and actual finish. Based on that, you can attribute the delay. So suppose if I say one project we have done with respect to, Sahyadripa TCS data center, their client in COVID, there is a lot of claims. Almost 40 crores was won by L&T. So there, it's very difficult, for them digitalized track all the hindrance mechanism or documentation mechanism with respect to study. It is so in a perspective way. So there we have adopted MSP scheduling with respect to, completely connected with respect to rollback access controls, automatic CPM, where start and end of the project will be driven in MSP. Completely it can be integrated. So whatever the long lead items, if you see in the left hand side, these are all the long lead items. So it might take from the initial manufacturing from the factory, deliver to the site. So transportation, deliver to the site, and hand over material testing completely can be done. So this all integrating the schedule, connecting to the BOQ long lead items. What is my delay? What is my actual start? So, you're connecting each element in a phase of a project like BOQ scheduling completely. So you can easily get an attribute in each point of a delay with respect to whatever you are forecasting in each element wise or a long lead item. So these are a beautiful, digital procurement reports we have done. So based on this, it is very easy for a contractor or, PMC or a consulting firm for easily to ratify these delays. So for a senior management perspective, if you say where my project is heading, if I take a overall complex of a project or a portfolio management job, if I'm seeing this completely as a one work breakdown structure or, half breakdown structure, if I go a task level or a relief level activity, so it is, it is very identify with respect to this beautiful digitalized analytics. So this is, if you see the red color or a green color coding with respect to this, where actually I can hinder my delay. So due to this, I should effectively plan or do my rebaselining, accordingly adjust or do crash mechanism, so that I can able to finish my schedule without interruptedly affecting the predecessor or a successor activities. So these are the issue status can be done in NPulse. what is my average delay with respect to this? Sorry. What is my details of delay with respect to who is an initiator, who is an assignee, C subscriber is a CC, where they have gone. So these are the issues. These people are kept with this each, element. So in this, what is the use we are doing? What is the value addition we are doing is it is very easy for us to track or filter with respect to, each assignee or a subscriber way, whatever the issue. So it is connected in some way. So one more point I would like to add here is, so if you click on this issue, so there, automatically it will take you to the source level or source filing with respect to the BIM or 4D, where you can easily see the specification or any open issue, close issue, or whatever it is pending with respect to this. So the software is designed or NPulse, it is in terms of connected data environment, whatever we are talking. So whatever the analytics you are playing or whatever the CPM in rollback access control or CPM engine you are playing with respect to this each schedule integration, it is linking with respect to your source, how it is connected with your BIM model and producing you an output where for a CXO or, for any owner operated or any, further final level where they can easily track the issues with respect to each element or each, portfolio of the project. So this is the, see how RFI is a request for information. So this is the very key important aspects in the project we are doing. Digitally, we are drilled down activity wise. If you see this, like before we are talking source level filing. So we are drilled down with respect to each item floor wise level or room wise level. So when it is created, so complete history can be viewed in one click as a digital way. How, you can able to produce your completely the notes, who is related to the document, if assignee ID, who is the point of subscriber who are yet to close this. So these are one of the complete, one table chart we have generated digital. So how we can see as a one sheet or one glance view, what exactly with the color coding or ID, how effectively the project is planned with respect to all the key indices or a key health monitoring metrics of the project. So this all we do in digital. So this is a, project complete integration we are doing completely in terms of risk, time management, cost management, resource management, completely step. Yes, please.
Krishna, can I interrupt you? Can you go to the previous slide?
This one.
Not yeah, daily progress report. Daily
Yeah.
progress report. Yeah, this one. So here you are giving description of the project. It's some water project, means some kind of a water tank is built or something like that.
So this is a program management job actually sheet. So here what we are, actually this is a description is these are completely tasks of a project. So you have to execute this each activity in that project. So there are different locations. If you say there are 100 locations in the project, okay. So there how you will manage the project.
So pre-construction phase, receipt of village list, identification of villages.
Yeah, these are all each task you need to do. Each survey drawing, village survey. So these are all each task in a schedule. So what we have done is it is very difficult for you to manage in Excel for a 79 program management job perspective. See, it is a very huge portfolio. It is not like a one building you are executing. So there, how we have done digitally is, so we have taken, for this project, for one bay, we have taken these points, taken these few tasks as a one agenda item, or you can say as a key one milestone. Accordingly, we have divided into activities. What are the key milestones? Then we have put in NPulse. Then accordingly as a rollback CPM, like critical path method, it's auto CPM engine. Then accordingly, it has calculated based on the how you can actually finish and actually publish the project with respect to one stage of a project.
What is the difference between planned start and baseline start?
See, more or less, yeah, if you see this, more or less plan start in the sense, baseline in the sense, initially when we are giving the start of a project, so we sign off baseline schedule. So contractor, their, local contractor, they have signed initially a baseline schedule. Baseline in the sense, it's a preliminary, like kind of a sign off schedule where initially you have to drive the project. So plan start in a sense, exactly as per the scope defined, you are planning. So baseline you can kick off. This is the just iteration we have put for a baseline start. This is the main for plan. So plan is the original start. Actually, you are starting with respect to this and you are finishing. So you are yet to start this within this timeline. So actual you are achieving within this timeline. So baseline in plan, the difference is initially you need to sign off between a kickoff or sign off between a contractor or a PMC. So there you will preliminary put the dates accordingly. If you see this, all the dates that are above the baseline are more or less with respect to baseline and plan start. So plan start in a sense, what actually you are planned and when you are really to execute on ground of the project. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
So,
And
completely in one way, completely analytics way. So these are all the dashboards, generated from this solution perspective in a Bentley. What exactly we are, where L&T, lot of Indian market players are doing in completely integration. So it is very difficult for us to maintain in terms of 79 jobs. If you see this is only a part of schedule. Like that, you understand if you have 100 Jal Jeevan mission or 100 pipeline to load or do cross country piping. So, it is very difficult to monitor or track the progress. So here, our software, this software NPulse plays a very vital role in generating this all common data environment. It's a very beautiful tracker reports where it automatically shows what is my delay. If you see this, same thing we have linked to this procurement. What is the delay? What is my percentage completion? How I have achieved, and it will show you the forecast also. I'll just show you in Escort. So these are all the forecasts also it can be shown.
oh, dates are also shown. In the
Yeah, dates are also shown. Yeah.
X-axis, you have the dates.
Yeah, you have X-axis as a dates.
Planned and actual.
Y-axis. Yeah, actual. Yeah.
Okay. What exactly?
So
What program you write your own code, or you give to some other company for the
no, we have our own software
development
team where they use Python and all this Java. Based on this, they do .NET and all. Accordingly, the SQL, they generate the code. So point is, we are connecting every element in the project with respect to this to show as a digital. So tomorrow, for a senior management perspective, also it is very easy for them to understand. In one click, if I see, I don't have access to the demo. Otherwise, I can show you a demo, very digital demo of a project. So in one click, if I click on this, it will automatically generate a S-curve. What is my plan? Blue is my plan. Green is my actual. So this is my actual. This is my plan going with respect to above incline. So actual, I'm doing this. This is my forecast I'm doing projected. So are my projected? So you can compare, right? Within timeline or, within this look ahead where I am heading my project. So it is very difficult. As of today, it will produce C. As of today, within plan, what is my actuals? So these are all digital analytical, as a common data environment, we are producing a linking with each task or each item in a projects. Just take you done this. This is a beautiful. I think these are few. I'll just take you to. These are all few definitions you have put. Types of contracts, phases in mechanism, application stage, predicts. We'll talk on few case studies, then we'll. So I think this is one of the video we have taken because we have shown we are connecting each aspect or every element in a project. So what is the industry we are adopting? Augmented reality, virtual reality, how digitally we are planning. See that how effectively the communicating or connecting points we are doing in each phase of the project, and see the actual blueprint, how we can do the amalgam of a solution. So I think this we need to talk more. Is artificial intelligence in construction? Yes, I can say, yeah, it's an upcoming industry, as a not only in terms of digital perspective, now we are talking more on IoT, IoT information, drone technology. How effectively, we can monitor the progress of a concrete or, without a human or resource intervention, or without a labor or, unskilled labor or labor. how effectively, we can link how we are doing as we are talking on common environment data or, common CDE concepts. Now we are going in a very, beautiful roadmap with respect to planning perspective or mitigation perspective. How productively or how predictively we can, implement or digitize the mechanism and bring in the concepts called augmented reality, virtual reality. How linking to the smart construction, how digitally we are producing the reports, analytics, dashboards, all these are connected, and further our roadmap to take in terms of, AR, VR, drone augmentation, etc. So I like to show one small video what exactly the Bentley does. Is my voice audible? Is voice coming? Mahindra, can you confirm?
Yes, it is
Hi,
audible.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Computer audio is not coming up, only the visuals are showing. So we are able to see the visuals, but not the audio. We are not able to we are not getting the audio.
I think there is an issue in my audio box. Can you see this video?
We are seeing the visuals of the video. Yeah, we're seeing it.
No, I'm just showing. This is a it's a connected CD environment package. The data points you're talking, we'll be talking more on CD connecting points. How this is actually we have done a lot of projects in Sydney, Australia, and Mexico cities.
Do you think the virtual reality, the idea, is it the right time for virtual reality, or it will take a decade or so to?
No, I think
really
no. If you see, few of the clients are asking where I can, publish my complete lean or virtual reality complete concepts in one portfolio. We told, completely. It might take some time, but if we implement, yes, we can do that.
I don't know from civil engineering perspective, but about this virtual reality. But what happened with Facebook was they actually wanted the Zuckerberg. He wanted to invested a lot in virtual reality, and he wanted a Facebook system where people can put on their,
you mean to say virtual reality in the sense simulated experience, 3D near eye displays? That is the concept you're talking. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened there was that the idea didn't succeed, and Facebook lost a lot of investment, and it stopped getting investment in that area also.
I think there is a revenue loss, if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
A lot of
They invested a lot, and it didn't work out. And
yes.
Microsoft also did something related to virtual reality, but it's not working out. So I'm thinking, I think they're really advanced.
I'll just talk on this. Sorry. See, virtual reality, if you see, although we are now doing in terms of Bentley, we have, smart helmets or something. See, it's a kind of, a computer generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be a real making in terms of user feel that are immense in their surroundings. So, see, in upcoming arena, like we are talking, suppose now we are seeing in analytics, how we are doing Jal Jeevan project as a, it's 100 jobs are there. So tomorrow, like you told, in terms of virtual reality, we don't even have some time to effectively go and physically present for the meetings, right? So there, I think this kind of concepts are, in terms of physical evaluation of a project, this kind of, but in India, I feel no, it might take some time in terms of adopting. So, but I think a few of all the countries, like Northeast, different like South America, people, they have started, right? Other countries.
I mean, why do we need virtual reality? We can actually interact by video call. So why do we have to have a virtual?
No, but see, virtual reality in the sense, you will not get a kind of physical feel where you are present really in that meeting, right? So you are like adapting to that culture and seeing, really, suppose if you take a huge raft area, if you cannot go and exactly, determine the, or, comment or something do a issue or report mechanism to that particular or perfect that issue. So you have some, sudden emergency, or, you need to come to this program management job in order to go there. So there for you, it is very difficult to, involve the meeting, adopt to that, exchange your ideas. So here you are converting to VR mode. So you are feeling that you are really there and explaining the issues with respect to this. Although you can do in video call, but that contextualization, or that conceptualization in a digital way, how you are linking. So in video call, you can only, open or share the screen, or you can do in a virtual or reality, you can, you can jot down the specification in very drill down level, micro level or macro level, and connect to, BIM as if you are there, connecting with argument reality, or, as if you are there, connecting to 4D model or schedule. And if you click this and you're walking into that campus and see what exactly you are getting out of it, right? That is what you are getting the difference.
Yeah.
So I feel, so in one of the project, with Sydney, we have done one job. So there is a huge marine, it's very difficult, to bypass a section, and it's very difficult. So there our researchers as a Bentley digital tools, we have used infrastructure cloud or virtual reality. So where they have put a smart helmet, as if they are there, they can feel the complete, innovation technology. So as if they are moving inside the water and sensing that if this foundation can come here, so what will be my implementation if that will be there? So that differentiation you can adopt, right? The technology.
Yeah.
I think you got it. Mahendra sir?
I think it's a new idea. People will accept it, I think, as they find it useful, I think. Yeah.
No, but initially setting up the cost or concepts as a, for virtual reality, it's not easy. You need to set up a CCC, control command center. From there, they have to monitor it, link all the elements. Like we are talking today in terms of, now we are seeing that Bentley digitalized tools like CD, common data environment, connecting points, resource mapping, everything we are connecting in one solution. So tomorrow for us to, monitor 100 jobs, physical presence might not be possible. Like I'm telling, so you might be thinking in your mind, but you may not be expressing what exactly can be done. Like we are talking in, now we are presenting the screen. You don't feel really the structure. If this structure can come here, will this affect my cost? So that kind of, in virtual reality mode, you are converting, or you are actually feeling or sensing that that structure is near you and you are putting there the real amalgam or fragmentation you are feeling in the view perspective. That is what my case. So this is a very, beautiful modeling we have done for an Abu Dhabi or a project in argument or virtual reality. This is the current case. So he is really sensing that.
I think when you
See,
connect.
See, this is the connecting points. If you see in this video, I think, see, this is the virtual reality he's feeling in a helmet. He's putting that, see, he's placing that every element in there, and he's sensing how, what will be my total. Yeah, you're asking something.
I think in the video, I think you can probably link it to your computer audio, so that the audio from that YouTube will.
I think I can share you this. Better we can circulate. That's, I think, I had issue.
Link you can give. Yeah. That is also fine. Good idea.
So I think we'll go further. So I think this is the engineering. This is the engineering operation perspective. We are talking, connecting, every set in terms of points. So for a world, I just show you, we have involved in different portfolios. I'll just take you to this. So out of this realization, this is one concept we have identified. Instead of having a solution for a common data, we need to connect it in every, or, every perspective point of view. how exactly we can able to fit in or see how the technology can be implemented or integrated accordingly through it. So instead of having a need for a solution, we will have a common connected points where common or user interface output can be produced accordingly for a technology for an integrated project controls. So I think yeah, we'll talk more on this. So this is an actual digital eye modeling we are doing as a Mahindra sir. You're asked on the connected points how exactly we are doing this connectivity. So if you see this connecting in the sense, this is one sample connecting or eye modeling we have done for one project in Australia. So this is one of the common construction scheduling or project management we are doing. So if you see initial from the schedule or baseline or any creation or resource allocation or anything for designing or for any connectivity or perspective or pointing everything, we are connecting every activity or we are doing every scheduling, we are doing completely the mechanism costing, everything we are linking in an I model. I model is a kind of infrastructure cloud. We are bringing every annotating or every aspect of a sorry, is my presentation visible?
No. It has disappeared. So I think you have to share the screen again.
Sorry, my bad.
Sai Krishna, I have one simple question. I think if you can tell the answer that, it will be very useful.
Okay.
So Arun sir was telling about the wheel and the trolley, wheel and then the suitcase
Okay.
and the trolley analogy, right? Then he
Okay.
said about CAD software, building information modeling, and digital twin. So like CAD software is like the wheel, and BM, building information modeling, is like the suitcase. And
No, the point here we need to understand is, see, suppose we have come from ancient age, how common man or early man is introduced the wheel with respect to that. Then later on, we have done some innovative, connecting to adding some extra element. So his main brain. So what you understood about it? Can you just tell that so that we can able to?
So what I'm thinking is that
No, let us see for every. I want everyone. We want everyone to discuss in this forum and make it very, bring our own thoughts. It's a kind of a discussion session. We are talking digitally. So I'll tell my way. You can tell you can exchange your view so that everyone can put our own idea. Yeah, sure.
My understanding is that CAD software means I remember the CAD Pro or ETABS or Safe.
That's
Something like that.
structural tool designing STAT Pro. Yeah.
Software, which will help design the member sizes, amount of reinforcement, column reinforcement, all that. And building information modeling, I think it is like a tool where the mechanical, electrical, or civil people can interact and know
and identify to the clash mechanisms, level of detail, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So each can know where what equipment is there. Electrical.
Sorry, someone is talking.
No, sir. I want to tell my idea, what I understood. After Makindra, sir, I will ready to.
Yeah, we'll discuss. Sure. Yes.
So,
yes,
yes. What I'm thinking is BM is that there's a software which will help all the mechanical, electrical, and civil people, or even the architects, to exactly know where what equipment is there, how much size the
while effectively building information in the sense we are effectively in core construction, if you are placing this item when civil beam is or some soffit or some beam is coming, what exactly the clash mechanism you are feeling. So that is the helpful of beam, and you can derive the LOD, level of detail, LOD 500, LOD 400 or something like that. Yeah.
So what do you mean by mixing them together? I mean, joining them together to make digital twin, like CAD
exactly. So see here the point we need to. It's a very good question. See, you are doing only the clash mechanism level, or you are doing only the level of detail level. So your pointing is, so we are doing a scheduling in MSP, we are doing in scheduling in Primavera. If we are talking on BIM, we are talking on different elements. Here the point in digital or iTwin. So here the point is iTwin. I is nothing but infrastructure cloud. So, we are connecting all the points in one portfolio called I model, where we'll be talking more on some case studies. You are keep on telling on connecting points. So what is the main value proposition we have to understand of it? So here we are not probably playing the, different vital roles. So we are simply, connecting as a one, common data or a common one set of, chainage. What effectively we are bringing a key output of it. So if you see, I think you are aware of this slide. Is my presentation visible?
No,
Sorry.
not visible.
I'll just show you this. I think before we saw this, right? Screenshot. What Bentley solution digitalization we are talking before screen. Yeah, if you see this,
I think we are not able to see. Please, other participants are able to see.
Can you
I'm not
confirm?
able to see.
No, sir. No.
Okay.
Slides are not visible.
Okay.
Now, can you confirm, please?
Yes, sir. Now it is open.
So if you see this I-twin infrastructure, like you're talking, Mahendra sir, on BIM or something schedule perspective. So there you're optimally decreasing the resource cost, you're enhancing the productivity. So you're publishing this completely in I model or whatever the Rivet or whatever the Tekla tool you're using. You're completely, playing as a one common data set or a common connecting the points with respect to chainage level. So I-twin is an infrastructure I model as a tool completely designed by Bentley digital twin, software coded and completely enabled as a one portfolio solution where you are putting everything schedule connect with respect to the project. I'm talking only the project perspective level, schedule integration, ERP, budgeting, finance, BIM level of detail. So when you put all together, what is key metrics you are identifying out of this? Is my answer valid to that point?
I think
Whatever you asked.
now I get a little bit better idea that you are using that project management software also is integrated and
yeah, exactly. That Impulse is also integrated. Or see, when we are talking, I think I think we can share. I can give you a link for the demo. We have done a very beautiful case study. Schedule integrated with BIM. We'll give the key metrics and see how effectively the task or what is my open items, what is my long lead items. For each higher level perspective, it is very easy for us to track, filter, or a very easy or record to be identified what is the issues affected in terms of pre-stage, initial or middle stage to final commissioning stage. Any queries you have further?
What is it?
No, any queries here? Did I answer to your question?
Yeah, I think I understand. I got a little better idea now.
Yeah, I think if you can see this workflow, that could be great. Yeah. Yeah, anyone? Before we get to discuss on this, please.
Madam Sugani, madam, you can turn on your camera.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, I am Suganya. I continue with Dr. Mahendra Gettu, sir, that wheel rotating and suitcase combinedly. What I understood simply, multi-purpose, the advancement in the infrastructure.
So you mean to say add on to some specification or something?
Yes, sir. Multi-purpose togetherness. All the activities by using one software. That I understood simply. After Mahendra Gettu sir question, I get cleared, sir.
So in the sense where,
Thank you.
by that, his intent to show is, we are connecting something to bring out some output, initially adding something. Right, we are adding something point to a specific point,
yes,
connecting to as a whole one common, one common perspective or a common point of a solution, and getting an output so that by this level we can able to achieve or predominantly we can be in this much productive. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another one more question, sir. In 12th slide, I noticed poor contract administration and claim management. 12th
Sorry.
slide.
this point, poor
Slide.
contract administration and claim management.
Yes, sir. Fourth point.
Yeah.
Poor
So
contract administration and claim management. Is any quality control for the materials, sir?
okay. So
Because
coming to it,
even okay.
no, your voice is breaking. Can you be louder?
Okay, sir. Even 15 days before, I heard about some multi-story building damages, many damages, and then the residents people, they are put more money. Even 5 crores they spent for repairs, sir. So
For
that I'm asking this
rehabilitation or
question.
retrofitting works.
Rehabilitation. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. But that is by owner of the buildings. But I'm asking any quality control aspect is there in the BIM.
Yeah, quality control
Yes.
aspects in the sense, I think that
For
you're
the
talking in terms of,
materials.
yeah, in
For the
terms of material,
materials.
yeah, it is there.
Yes, sir.
So I think you're
Yes, sir.
talking in terms of operation perspective, more or less, if I
Okay.
see it.
Yeah.
So if you see in
Yes.
each, I think you're talking in element wise, material wise, element wise,
Yes.
how,
Yes,
effectively,
sir.
predominantly we can control the measures.
Yes.
Qualitatively, we can able to produce the productivity. So we are having a beautiful tool in that operation or maintenance stage. Where it is also a part of BIM or linked to other product called in a micro station, where effectively, it will be easily identified what are the cracks in the structure effectively. Like we are doing, I think we are doing some NDT techniques, right? Non-destructive techniques.
Yes,
Something
sir.
like rebound hammer, ultrasonic test, or we are doing leakage test. So for that also, connecting to, like we are talking in element wise, there we will have, very predominantly operation perspective, we will see what we can be able to easily identify floor wise where exactly the slab got leaked, what is the major, cracks or something, where it is very, because see, in this quality cycle, for us, it is the major constraint is, it is first identification is a key role, right? It is
Yes,
very
sir.
difficult to identify what exactly the quality we are facing, what exactly the leakage is there, what exactly,
Yes.
for that to, to overcome the quality, means to overcome the cracks, we do predominant techniques called retrofitting, rehabilitation or something
Yes.
for structures,
Sir, I'm
right?
asking before construction, before
Okay.
used material used in the construction, before.
Okay.
Any quality check for the materials, then only the quality of the structure will be good.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we are putting that complete in a blueprint in a BIM. So we are doing in linkaging, as we are talking on CD, right? Common environment data, digital, I-twin infrastructure. So it will show, so this is the part of a structure or failure can be identified in each part of an element in a structure. That is there. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think we'll talk more on case studies. I think we have one more. I think other Mahendra sir, other participants also can connect more as we are talking digitally connected. They can also talk more and
I'll ask people to ask questions.
No, share their ideas. See, the point is, it should not be board as a presentation perspective. We are talking more on all these types of digital innovations or interventions. They should also, come to a. It will be a sharing session.
I was suggesting if you can present one simple case study. Suppose a case study which was done without this.
No, I'll show you before digital, after digital. That would be great.
Once you started using this, how did it help the management and all?
Exactly. Yeah, this is a beautiful case study.
People will realize, oh, this is a really good
product. This is a beautiful case study. Can you see here?
Yes.
Can anyone see my screen? I think we'll talk more on this. It's a beautiful thing. So, so this is one of the metro project, DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Construction Corporation. So what are the challenges? I like to talk more on this. What are the challenges we have faced before? What are the challenges we have faced after? So initially, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, Metro has given us a lot of 20 stations, 20 work packages, where L&T is the main, completely award of the contract. So they have awarded the contract. So they're coming to the phase of pre-construction, complete, project report was done completely. It was initially entered into that. So there, you can see they have faced initially, I'm talking before implementation of the digital technology. We will talk on that. Then after implementation of digital technology, what is the value proposition we have given to them? How did they feel by you adopting a Bentley software, and what is the output or value proposition they got by implementing as a common environment or iTwin model or infrastructure cloud? So, so in this case, a metro station, it is very difficult for them to connect the open communication management, stakeholder management. So L&D has their own in-house product called resource mapping or resource leveling. They could able to manage their deliverables and put up the constraint with respect to each coordinate point. If you see in this red marking, these are sorry. If you see in this red marking, these are the various. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I think we were seeing your screen, and suddenly at this point we are not able to see. Like just a few seconds back we were able to see it, and now it has disappeared.
Can anyone confirm? No, I think there's a network issue. No, please.
No, sir. No. Now it is visible, sir.
So here, if you see, the very constraint or differentiation they felt is they have come to us and they have asked, can you please suggest like what we are talking on digital or common connecting points? So it for them it is very difficult to execute the metro points, metro stations, documentation. Here the documentation played a very very key vital role in maintaining or initial perspective. We will talk in operation perspective and we will talk in handing over perspective. So the point here they felt is the initial implementation or solution design stage, whatever we were given, completely, if you see this person, initially they followed one software and it got failed. So by adopting iTwin or iModel technology, we have suggested them. So we will do one thing. We have connected, we have put up a point called each point as a with respect to DMS as one point, safety tracking as one point, transmittal management or MDL master drawing list as one point. You feel metro station, 20 stations, huge platform, long length metro, around 28 km metro. It is difficult to manage claim management, contract administration, referrals. If there is any change order or if there is any change in scope, it is very difficult. So we suggested that we will link each item or each element in your metro point as this. So this is awarded by NHA has got a land acquired and there are a lot of dispute issue mechanism. So there L&T has awarded proof consultant, safety architect, any consultants for this to resolve this issue. So we have come up through an idea that we will connect interoperably between each point in a station from link. These are all, if you see the screen points, are signal index points where these are connected interoperably between each element so that effectively in a workflow, whatever the DMS or document management system they are flowing, that can be interoperably mapped with respect to each element, and so that effective communication or effective key scheduling or construction perspective management or program perspective management, they have played a vital role. So if you see how we have done that modeling is, we have connected digitally with respect to each DMS or each model is linked in an I model. So this view symbol is a center of model where this all bucket points are put in I model as a CDE environment. So in that, with respect to scheduling index as a site, with respect to BIM implementation as a site, with respect to this, so each point talk to each other and each connected amalgam as fragmentation way with respect to each stage in a project, so that interoperably one mechanism acts, others also reacts. One reacts, others also acts. So in this way, they have got a very good value proposition, a lot of resource decrement. You see, right? You understand in a metro project how many resources has to be mobilized as a planning engineer, initial site level, monitoring, site execution, structural consultant. So here, for every coordination, for every drawing, I can say the turnaround time, it means say TAT, turnaround time or, the lead time for any drawing approval or drawing. So if you see in this metro, it is very difficult. Kind of architect will say, raise one RFI and they will put, they will release in one transmittal. And for them, again, when you come to the site, actual drawing might be different with respect to site engagement, right? 1 minute, please. So there, they have told us, yeah, here, we have felt a very good value addition. Sir, here the turnaround time got decreased. Initially before implementing this mechanism as a digital or connecting data environment or iTwin model, completely putting. So you are linking transmittal, sir, in a schedule, you are linking issue. So if I click on that, automatically see one signal reacts to one signal. Here the major thing is, you can see every connecting point, linking to each activity of a, task wise or, everything is the flow, the workflow is flowing between all the things. One reacts automatically, other also acts. So in this way, they've come up with a value, addition in such a way that, sir, your RFI time, initially the architect is raising, they're putting in a transmitter. It used to take 20 days. Now it has been reduced to 2 to 3 days for one cycle of drawing. It saved increased their productivity in the construction. And with respect to this, DMS, all of the client approvals, contract administration, everything track. So auto alert mechanism is there. It's a completely worked on auto alert mechanism where everyone can view, coordinate each other, act each other in a stakeholder management or resource management, stakeholder way. Effectively, everyone, combinedly work as a one implementation way and come out to the output.
I have one question.
Yes, please.
Usually a government institute, like government organization, there is like a lot of bureaucracy, right? You have, if a file has to move from one place to another place, a lot of approvals, a lot of
corruption.
signatures.
Yeah, right.
I'm not saying about corruption. I'm saying about approvals, getting the approvals or signatures. Then only the information we can pass to.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. So exactly, if you say, yeah, you can complete your question, then we'll talk more on that.
So this process, how will you take care of the bureaucracy, those process which every government organization?
See, there is no link in terms of bureaucracy. I will simply say, so this all to be reduced. See, as you told, in government, it is very difficult for a file moving from one place to other, right? Initially. So it takes from one, approval chainage might takes. So here we told that we have put a grid point that chaining point that, so one document should be moved, other should automatically affect. So it is linked to the common amalgam of a solution, right? Complete project is linked in one data. If one stuck, other cannot move as a predecessor. So if one does not move, other will stop, right? Automatically. It will impact your project. It will impact your timeline. It will impact your cost. It will impact the resources of the project. Yeah.
But how will this affect the bureaucracy? Will be the critical part. I mean, whatever.
No, this all we need to remove. See, when you are putting, to remove that only, we are to reduce the turnaround time, to smooth transition or to smooth flow of the workflow or documents or, or whatever the approvals, whatever the contractor obligations or client obligations, to move that, we are implementing this digital way, iTwin way. So we need to, we are not doing in hard copy formatting, right? We are completely put in iModeling. We'll give a cloud server. So if he is not approving the deliverable, safety consultant cannot move the process, right? So there is no link in terms of, bureaucracy, what you're talking. So this is the government project. See, the director and, their senior leadership has appreciated a Bentley, in a digital, very, very fragment or a very beautiful digital perspective way. Finally, the output, what they got is, they could able to reduce the lead time efficiently, connecting points between one moment to. So if you're doing, you just understand, you think in other angle. If you're not doing this completely perspective in this digital way, what you could have faced the challenges, try to understand in that way. Can anyone tell, please? So if you are not following this process, what are the consequences we might have faced?
Project delay is major thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Cost
Others
also
can-
will increase. Cost will increase if material cost, everything.
Yeah, anywhere, see the material cost and all, it will fluctuate, and accordingly we need to update. So that updation also will be done. Any further other points? What is the value addition that client could have faced before implementing and after implementation? That gap, anyone can tell? See, the communication or collaborative way, the smooth transition way got very beautifully identified here. Like Mahendra was talking on this, bureaucracy government, and this is a government approval as engaged by, one of Delhi Metro Corporation. They told that, sir, by implementing this, obviously the time cost, the triangle, time cost scope, everything could be managed. The smooth coordination, whatever the alert mechanism, the digital way they have implemented, right? Connecting to the one point, identifying, viewing the documents, you need not open the hard copy of the drawing, viewing a transmittal in one click. If you approve, then it will go to next stage. So that smooth flow, right? See, physically talking in terms of digital way, going physically and giving the document and approving and moving to the next stage might take long time, right?
Yeah.
So that smooth collaborating way, that smooth auto alert notification way, the smooth whatever the meetings they want to conduct, it is automatically digitalized in the app. So everyone can sit everywhere, everyone can view the mobile application. Everyone, can review the comments, everyone can view the comments, everyone can reject the workflow, back through the workflow. If one, see, this is a connected point, right? So everyone has to play a key vital role. So, the involvement is also increasing, no? The project involvement is increasing. Resources who are not actively participated are actively increasing. Actively participant, that mechanism is increasing. Completely the chain process is increasing, right? That workflow level. That is what I'm talking. Collaborating.
I have something like just looking at this figure. I'm just going back to July first week, or where the train accident happened.
That
Because of
Coromandel.
Coromandel thing, and it was a very sad incident.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Just looking
very
at it,
valid point. Yeah, you can talk on that. Yeah, you can tell something.
oh,
How? Yeah, suppose exactly. It's a very beautiful. No, it's not a kind of funny thing we are talking on that. Okay, that Coromandel Express. Did you really think what is the main drawback of that Coromandel Express? Anyone, please?
probably the communication was not there. That two were crossing it together, and
Exactly. See, the major thing
issue,
happened is you link this technology there, right? See, whatever they are talking on the system, no, auto changing, loop line changing, whatever they're talking on the system. So immediately the train would come into the 2 minutes way. You just connect it this with respect to this technology, digital technology. The train would be coming. We are taking signal master, station master, whoever is operating will be getting a message. The nearby, when he's crossing the chain edge, there will be a gate man who will be getting a beep sound with a phone, telephonic conversation. He will be getting a view. Automatically, the station master has done a small mistake in terms of changing the loop line. Although, see, there might be two again ways of operation mistake. One is he might have changed the point. Although he changed the point, that might not change in the track, right? That covered system and all they're talking. Government, right, how to simply hide the implications that has happened. See, although he has changed, the change mechanism actually could not happen in the track. That might also be a delay, right? So the change mechanism, whatever it is not happen in the track, that can be easily identified in this diagram, right? That open issue mechanism. So then you're connecting as a digital, no? See, if you easily identify that change mechanism, although he has changed the regulator, it has not been changed. Train is in 2 kilometers far towards the coming to hit the goods. If he has identified, at least the incident could have saved, no cost. So that connectivity, we need to understand how, simply we are connecting everything in digital, no?
Yeah.
No, everyone can share the views. Am I talking correct? Did everyone understand what I'm talking? What is the...
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sir, I would like to add one point here, sir. There was a bridge collapse in Bihar. Sir, I think when one work is completed, that flow, that information flow that the work has been completed, or the transparency which we are getting from this flow chart, I think is not there in that old method of doing work. So I
Exactly.
think there is a lot of transparency, and the blame game that is going on. We can actually find where was the lacuna or where was the flaw, which I think by using this iTwin we can avoid that in future.
Yeah, we can avoid. See, this is a very beautiful case study where Mahendra told Coromandel on one bridge incident. So we can relate everything. See how much cost we are saving. So if we implement this, we could not say, we could have saved the lifeline. No, we could have saved the life cost. We have saved the people who has lost their lives, lot of expenditure, crores of money. So it's a simply, see, many people in Indian market, or I really think because we do a lot of software consulting, mechanism, operation perspective, right? So what we really think is people will never, people will in Indian context, people will really think of money instead of getting a value addition out of what value they have been achieved or taking the software. What do you say?
Yeah, money is a factor which
See,
is considered.
although he has changed that, whatever she's talking, right? Transparency, collaboration, effective communication. At least, even though if he changed the track signal, if the workflow would have been connected data environment or iTwin or a digital way, if the track would has been not worked, immediately there might be a siren with respect to this, where it might not hit in that loop and save the lot of lives or go in a smooth flow. At least it would have stopped, or at least there would be some communication to the driver, loco pilot, right? Something.
Yeah.
So like that, now someone is talking, please. Anyone, any other views on this? Something we can connect? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. I think.
Yeah, anyone other views? We can connect on this kind of case studies we are doing on this connecting points, digital collaboration. Anyone can talk something? Anyone idea, any doubts or any any discussion you want to put or something we'll talk? No, here I'll see, it should not be a boring session. See, we are understanding how digitally we are going, how digitally we are connecting the workflow. Every smooth, if you see, you just, think of a game called cricket. In cricket, one person do the mistake, complete game may collapse, right? Like in such a way, the player, sorry?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, in such a way, you connect this point, you implement the cricket technology, that team 11 or 13 people or sub people. If one person or in a team could not perform the task or could not do anything in terms of that, you implement this digital iTwin or something workflow. Say the major value proposition I want everyone in this forum or meeting to understand is, whatever how digitally we are growing, what is the main key implications we should avoid, what is the key consequences might occur to avoid this, what is the main Pareto analysis we are doing. So 20% of waste may implement 80% of the value addition you have done. Example, we have a live examples in projects, in train accidents, lot of stuff. So if you implement this I model or digital, how companies like Bentley, not only, it's not about publishing a company or talking on this. So we should understand what is the main value proposition or outcome we are getting out of it. That is the main my key note. So this is command control center has set up. So completely, you see, this is a very control command center. So Mahendra sir, before we are talking on this, right? Connecting points, CCC, control command center. So there, they will be viewing through virtual or argument reality, wherever, So here, suppose if you say, now you are asking why virtual reality is needed. So CO or, chairman or IAS officer want to visit this DMRC. So will he go, do you really think will he go in each site and inspect? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, I think he would probably see the pictures or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that virtual reality mode we are talking, right? The digital way implementing workflow level. So what is the, specification wise? I see he don't have time to visit all the 20 metro stations. He has a lot of meetings. He might be busy in other stuff, but he needs the progress at the end. He need to report to Government of India. So he should have a smooth transition workflow. So in that way, we need to adopt, see, nothing but like you're talking on wheel concept. So so further our Bentley roadmap might be digital iTwin will be connected to something in my roadmap. We will connect to something and we will tell that is the output. So advancing, so infrastructure is advancing digital way. So that is what we are talking. Any views? We'll talk or we'll go through. So very collectively, we are doing the conflict mitigation. See, this is a very good slide I have put in how, common data environment, digital twin help. See, people are reviewing or design, improving, collecting, understanding the conflict management. We are talking, right? Clash management, conflict mechanism, how the risk is reduced, how better collaboration or transparency we are maintaining in a solution, augmented way and fragmentation way, how effectively the from concept to designation. So I like to show one video how Bentley has NPulse project control software NPulse will do. Can you help me how this video is getting? I think video is coming now. Sound is coming.
Sound is not. I think what you should do is probably when you in your options. I think when you share your screen, you
Okay.
should.
Can you tell me?
I think you should go ahead and share
More.
your computer
more
sound also.
Settings.
Include computer sound. So when you share content, right? When you press the share button, when you click on the share button, on the top it will say include computer sound. So you have to switch that on so that whatever sound is being produced by YouTube or the video.
Oh, I think is this sound audible now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I
but
can.
Visual not getting. You can try one more time. Visual. Yeah.
Yes, sorry,
Sound
sorry, my bad. Sorry.
We are not getting the visual. We are just seeing that first slide 5D enabled.
Now can you see? Can you see?
Actually, we are seeing the people in the meeting. Or the.
Okay, I think.
Now it works. I think some pairs it is. Yeah, you can try one.
Now you can see. Is it coming?
Yeah, it is coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the NPulse project controls. I have just put a complete workflow very easy to understand the demo. See the BOQ items. So we are linking, right? Digital way. See how exactly. See, this is the very walkthrough. Rivet. See, completely, if I can go through back, completely, see the level 1 scheduling we are doing in NPulse Bentley solution. So I think we will talk more on, I think we have half an hour we'll put on doubt. So I just took a, glance demo video, how, each module in a project, see material module, resource, how it's effectively, managed by NPulse project control solution by Bentley. So completely the quantities are given by, each checklist and team. See, they can assign everyone in a project. See, in this site, we have taken one beautiful video. So this is a site office that we have done one site. So how effectively NPulse has done a very value proposition digitally, digital project management, or how effectively people is arriving at the site and getting alerts. See, one communication saved them a lot of, you can see this.
Can you read that out? What site inspector gets the NPulse alert?
Sorry, you're talking something, Mahindra?
You said the subtitle has something like the site inspector gets some alert.
Site inspector gets the NPulse alert. So this meaning is, I'll tell you, whatever schedule you are integrating in MSP, right? So you are raising some safety issue. If I'm raising that, Mahendra or some ex-person or someone in a forum in a meeting has to clear that issue, he will get an automatic alert. So for them, for other people or successor resources, it is very easy to execute. Boss, you have this safety resource, safety permit or non-confirmation or non-compliance. You need to clear this so that I can start my work effectively. That communication or collaboration you are getting, right? Auto notification within a project. Yeah.
So how does this work? Like your software is put on some cloud there or something?
Yeah, our software is put on cloud. So what we'll do is NPulse is NPulse, we sell as a completely, project control software. It is a automatic coded software with Java, like you're talking on cloud or something, completely coding or CPM engine, which works on role-based access control. So per project, we supply or, we do the technical consulting of the software for any projects. So accordingly, if one, like we saw the connecting points, right? How mechanism is implementing, how resources are doing this. So once you raise any issue in a software, you connect with schedule, you link with task, you link with activity in a schedule. So automatically the safety in construction, there is a planning, there is a site engineer, there is a contract administration, there is a safety engineer, right? So safety engineer raises safety engineer from LNW construction. He is raising the permit and is using through NPulse app. Other person gets an alert and arrives at the site for inspection. So for this, he is saving a lot of time. See, without this, he might do tomorrow, he might do day after tomorrow. So other subsequent might hinder. That might lead to delay, that might lead to cost, that might lead to time, that might lead to, work progress, scope, right? You got it? What I'm telling?
Yeah.
See, these are the non-confirmation issues. We do, sorry to stop this. We do have mobile application app. So automatically, planning engineer will update the quantity and give a comment and approve and forward. It automatically gets a mobile notification. So before and all, we used to follow, safety permit hard copy. Now we are doing a digital, completely intervention way. How effectively, we are progressing all the complete approvals in one click and one go digitally. See, he can even put the comment, item complete. He can attach the photo. This is the completely decision makers can also view physical and quantity progress. So who are the decision makers? Like we are talking right before with respect to senior leadership or senior perspective management, who are exactly like we are talked on Jal Jeevan projects. You imagine 100 sites, different location. How can you manage the progress? If suppose in one of your meeting, one of your manager asked, what is my 7th Jal Jeevan cross country progress? So immediately in one click, you can show, right? Digitally, how effectively. So there you are putting lot of effort, time, right? So the main message or intent is we are completely configuring in one digital project management or, digital way, linking all the items in a project. You just see that. See, if you really see this, can you see this brief? See, we are talking on common environment data. We talked on connecting data points. We talked on I-twin digital entry. See, schedule linked with ERP system. ERP linked with schedule system. My complete both ERP and scheduling linked with my NPulse. See what is my model I am getting out of it. Can you see the geometry?
Yeah.
So this way, if you see this arrow, right, this 3 arrow, So three are connected, no, as a common environment data. So we are not disturbing the ERP as a SAP or accounting or budgeting. We are linking the BOQ items. So every project you have bill of quantities, every project you have each items. So we are linking each cost elements with respect to the schedule in this MSP, which is scheduled by, suppose, say L&T planning manager has done. We are linking the MSP with ERP system. Then what is the output we are getting? So if you really do not do in this way, do you really think how many days it's going to take to design a complete building or ML? Sorry, just talking something. Hello.
I think it was just a noise something.
No, any question? I think he's asking questions. Can you ask Mahindra sir, please?
I think it was a noise from some guest.
Okay. So my message is, see how, you know, Bentley software or digital NPulse. So this is all done through BIM. So if you click on element wise, if you click on this each element, no, I didn't really have my demo. It's my bad. Sorry for that. So I would like to show you further demo with respect to, if you click on each element, no, you will completely get the specification. So without this digitally, how difficult for you to go floor wise, room wise to track what are open issues, what are hindrances, what exactly the delays are encountered. You really think in that way, right? You're really, you know, what is the, so you will get, see, you're doing the issue angle, bill of quantity, resource, scope, time, cost, you know, productivity, financial progress, physical progress. Everything can be linked as a common project management, no, perspective, parameter wise. And you're getting a 3D model, you can do the clash mechanism. So this is the, you know, iTwin, or you are doing an eye modeling, you are setting up a control command center, you're doing the digital, you know, connecting all the points, right?
Yeah.
So this I stopped you. This will be a very, you know, good for understanding digitally, before digitalization, after digitalization, see how connectedly we are doing. See, 3D model, 4D, 5D, completely, you know, you will get a 5D. 3D, you are linking with a schedule called 4D. You are linking with a finance or sustainable called 5D, right? Sorry?
Yeah, I think I got that right. 4D is linking with the time and 5D is linking with the money.
5D is linking with the cost, 4D is with the time element in a schedule, 3D is the whatever the initial you're having. So see, simultaneously you will see, by using this technology you will simultaneously get you know, completely 3D model or something. So
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Now the drone technology has been being widely used. So you can actually see what is going on in the site through the drones.
Exactly. Now what we are doing is a beautiful question. Now what we are doing is, like, we are talking on this. Now we are planning to implement the drone. So without these resources also, it is our now roadmap to see how effectively. See, I think in India it is very difficult. Can anyone correct, or, you know, can anyone counter my answer, or anyone can talk on this more? In India, it is very difficult without resource. What do you say?
Resource of what?
No, resource in the sense by executing. It is not possible completely through digital.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the bureaucracy is there, but as you said, it could be managed. That's what.
Sorry, there's a background voice.
That is noise.
Anyone, any idea of use or something? We'll talk something on other slides. Any idea, any views, something, someone can talk something on that, connecting points. Hello?
I think it's okay. I think people are there's some.
So here we all should understand. So this kind of company, you know, Bentley also have this digital network, you know, we have a lot of varieties of tools, you know, we can create our histories, you know, in infrastructure, you know, reality modeling, everything we can do. So that is what a key. See, I'll tell, we should not think of a real investment what initially we are putting. in the real Vika or world, people think of money instead of thinking of what exactly the value they are getting out of it, right? So I think this is, I just put a screenshots, whatever I showed you in a video. These are, we have NPulse as a project controls as a, completely, we have a, app based tool also, dashboard. These are the BIM. So we have each icon can be managed. See how beautifully the analytics are generated by one click, linking every as a iTwin or iDigital model, connecting or getting KPIs, in effective decision making. So these are all the value outcomes, whatever we have talked in last 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So these are all the value inputs or value outputs. 2.5 hours we have talked more. So beautifully, in one click you can see in mobile, you can see in laptop. So these are all connecting as a particular. So how much human intervention is saved here? That is what we need to understand. How much cost we have saved, how much KPIs we have increased, how proactively, leadership or, anyone can in a big projects, or you people will go into a, real further jobs, core engineering. You can suggest this kind of digital technology, you know, you can, I like it better if you people, I think Suganya ma'am or, Mahendra sir, you can
Yes, sir.
talk,
Yes, sir.
you can implement this in your course curriculum better for the construction management, project management. Further, people can easily exactly understand comprehensively, on this.
Yes, sir.
In fact,
Yes,
I
sir.
had a good session with John Sushil. I was talking on
Yes,
this in
sir.
their seminar, actually.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I told
sir.
him we will implement this. We will do as a pilot study. We can do the subscription to your course curriculum. How effectively? So
Yes,
further
sir.
to enhance
Yes.
our students or in a digital way, how we can be in advanced version. So industry will grow,
Okay.
right? We also should grow, adopt to it.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I
I am
have
also attending for my student projects only. I am attending, sir, this workshop.
Okay,
Actually,
okay,
I am structural engineer, but
yeah.
for my students, I am attending, sir. Sure, I will talk with John Sushil, sir.
Yeah, because I told your new HOD, we had a very good discussion for all in the forum
Okay.
to understand. So
Okay.
they told, why can't you implement? Why can't we bring in course curriculum? See, why can't, Arun is also talking on Bentley education. Why can't we,
Yes.
do lot of innovative projects for people upcoming PhDs, MTechs. These are
Yes,
all
sir.
very, beautiful. They can publish as a papers, journals in upcoming transition. And why can't
Yes,
we
sir.
talk on more measures, KPIs, key performance index and key, role based access control? Why can't we do all this? It's nothing impossible, right? We can connect everything.
I have a
Yes, sir.
question.
I will suggest, sir. I will suggest with with higher officials, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Mahendra, say you're talking something.
Okay.
So AutoCAD, we are using it for teaching engineering drawing, and we get a student license version. The AutoCAD people have given for students to use. So they were able to learn the engineering drawing through AutoCAD. So suppose if you similarly, if Bentley wants to make that it goes into mainstream, whatever
No, my
construction
point
management.
is we are not. See, my point is we are not only stopping through AutoCAD designing the single
No,
wall,
what
double
I'm
walling,
suggesting,
all that.
I think I got what I was saying is that if you want want to come into this mainstream, like for students
Pure
to use
technical project
student license,
management. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
student license. If you can help, if you can give to the students, so that they will
So I think
give
there are
their ID
few
card.
measures, Mahindra. So we also expect people to do some projects innovative on this. So what we will do is, I think we can think in this better way. We will talk to management, and you also should give us some, talk to your senior people in your heads, and we can do something like we can be in touch with Arun and me. So we will, once you are trained and all these things are done, if you people implement, like you're procured AutoCAD, right? Like the same way we will tell, like what I'm talking to VIT or something, Arun is talking on all that aspects, right? Arun is dealing that global account management team. So we are doing a technical management consulting team. So you people can take this, you can involve this, you can work people on the projects, you can get the deliverables, you can see innovative what can be done. You can show some sample case studies you people can work on, right? That can be easy for this. I think we need to discuss on that, right? We'll discuss.
Yeah, I will discuss it.
I think who are other faculty members from other institutions also who have joined.
Sir, I want to ask you, I'm from KT University, Bhubaneswar, and I just want to know what was like training period, like are you already offering this training period to students elsewhere in academia?
No,
or
actually, as of now, see, we are not putting this in completely packaging in institutions or something. As in NPULS, this is a completely, so if I frankly tell you this kind of curriculum NPULS project control software nowhere is there in any institution in IITs or anywhere, right? So we are talking to implement in a curriculum. So that depends upon the implementation or training, how faster students can adopt to. You can suggest, we can talk on further how we can implement or something. See, that is what my key concern.
So, are there any restrictions with respect to the size of the project? Because what students will be taking up
But
initially.
there is no restrictions. As of now, there is no restrictions. Unlimited license, unlimited users can be used in the project.
So, what I see, there are many verticals in this particular software, but students might not be using all. So, so is it okay if we pick up 2 or 3 things
Yeah,
that
we have a
see
different modules. We have a different modules. So you can tell what exactly you do. So this real-time tracking, we saw all that, right? How technology adopted in Bentley. We saw a lot of project monitoring, digital project management, controlling measures. So you can tell you can tell your exactly scope here. We will talk. You can ask Arun. Arun will be a main spoke for this dealing engagements. So we will see. Not only for you, in other institutions like VIT University, who is present in the forum from VIT, who is present in the forum for NIT-Rourkela or something, other institutions also. I feel there is no this kind of software, right? Anyone has this kind of software in your curriculum? No, except that AutoCAD, Stat Pro.
we have the BIM and I think
No,
StatPro.
BIM is there. This kind of project controls no one has, right? Project
Oh,
controls.
no, sir.
Yeah, I think this will be a very adaptive for MTech who are, see, obviously the main domain for the students to go in enhancing is digital project management. People who are joining in management level or project management, construction level, all are in that perspective. Consulting, technical consulting, partners, big levels, right? So we will go according to the industry adaptation. That is what my take. So anyone want to talk or we'll go ahead? Talk something?
I think we are 15 minutes. I think we can.
Yeah, I think so. I'll just show you some few snapshots and we'll wind up. I think there are a lot of slides put by me. How case studies we have done. See, I'll just show you. See, this is one common interoperability, common environment data, how effectively we are collaborating with respect to. Can you see this? So how beautifully we have done in Bentley, digital project controls. See, without human intervention, mobile connected to in 3D model, cost, time, scope, schedule, connected data environment plays a very vital role. Visuals can be seen, analytical can be seen. So this is what industry is talking in, upcoming we are predominant. So you can just remember this amalgam in a brain or, put up a 1-point solution or, have a think in a very 40,000 feet level and see how connectedly we are doing the visuals or analytical way, linking with time, cost, scope, or any angle. Any questions on this? Anyone have? No. Can I proceed?
Yeah.
So this is one of the beautiful connecting points. Mahendra, you're asking on this. So it's a very beautiful case we have done for one of the Nagpur Metro case study. See, central planning team does BOQ and scheduling linkage. So for them, we have saved the almost scope. Almost we have saved the cost in terms of recruitment, how they have engaged the planning engineers. One planning engineer sits today that Nagpur Metro MD tell me, so it's very, beautiful digitalized system you have implemented and in NPulse, digital project controls, where SAP, whatever we saw, right, 3D, 4D, 5D linkages, automatic APIs can be given. So completely can be monitored through NPulse. So this scope varies from project to project and we do a lot of stuffs like kind of digital workflow initiations, modeling, data modeling perspective. using, see here they get an automatic mobile updates or alerts notifications. So for a central planning team who is doing the complete BOQ or costing, budgeting, it is very difficult, easy for them. See here we need to understand is without a human intervention, how time we are saving, how cost we are doing, where my project is heading, how effectively we are distributing the metrics. So that is what in technical perspective or operations perspective or techno commercial perspective we need to think.
What is can I interrupt you? So what is RFW here?
No, actually it is for request for work inspection.
Raised by contractor in impulse.
Yeah,
RFW
see,
approval and
see,
CPR preparation.
it is very easy. It's a good point you raised. See, RFW initiation to RFW distribution. Here, you don't believe me. Lot of time waste, turnaround time we are talking, right? Lot of time waste in these approvals in a project, civil engineering projects, especially in L&T, in any major giant players in Indian market. So now we told them it is raised by contractor in NPulse. Contractor is L&T. Suppose think he raised in NPulse. Next people who are is there, Welspun. Welspun is a executing contractor, water distribution contractor. It is raised and approved through NPulse. So when he raise, he automatically get alerts. So then he will think, oh, I have to approve this. If I am not approving, further will not proceed, right? Then scope will automatically grow. So we should think in that way, see how it is connected as a common data environment or iTwin model. So they told, so this is the scope we want, we gave this. So now effectively they have reduced the cost, they have increased the time, they're able to produce their effective productivity within a leverage time, and technically they can able to hand over the project to the client without any delay. So this is what the mechanism issue, meeting mechanism, BOQ we have developed. How effectively, collaboratively, communicatively we have done. Central planning team. So central planning, see here you can say, I'll just simply explain. Central planning team sits somewhere in Delhi. People are doing somewhere in Rajasthan. It is monitored in NPulse as a common connected data environment. So here MD in Welspun can see everything what is happening in site. Proceed. See how the dashboards or reports are automatically generated. Just linking this, you really think a resource planning engineer working with each Excel, how much time it will take for him to produce a simple report? You would think after implementing this NPulse or Bentley digital or any kind of this digital innovation common data environment, how effectively the value proposition or reports can be generated for a senior management perspective. So I think these are the building blocks, simple dashboard. See, this is a very beautiful, I want to talk on this. I think we are lagging with time. We have virtual design construction workflows. See, common environment data before onwards we are talking. See how effectively in any construction or design data, it might be any owner operated PMC, stakeholder, contractor, engagement, how the modeling is done with respect to design data, initial construction stage. This is the process internal workflow and what is an output is getting. So this image you link with this image, you link with this input. This is the internal processes we are doing in NPulse or connected data environment. What is an immediate interface digitally project management output we are getting with respect to key KPIs or parametric index or dashboards or reports analytic in fragmentation way. So I like to show you this. Yeah, it's a common. See, master schedule we are doing. We are putting everything in iModel. We are working. It might be anything PMC, operator, contractor, 3D workflow, ERP. Then we are simulating this management plan accordingly. So completely reports, dashboards can be seen in one click, in one go. So this is an interoperably before digital. We need to think in this before digital and after implementation of digital. What is my change? How I am going through it? So I think these are all Bentley. See, Bentley has around lot of 480, if I'm not wrong, 480 plus huge varieties of product. We play very digital technology. We play very vital role in campuses, mining, roads, construction, buildings, rail transit, suburban utilities, cities, wastewater, communication, IT, power and transmission, nuclear, bridges. So everywhere, we are present in terms of industry as a. In fact, this is one of a beautiful product called MicroStation, where Arun told you, right? So we are connecting. See, if you see, this is a common connected data environment. Connected data environment. Optionally, in terms of BIM review mechanism, operationally, life cycle, asset wise, we are connecting everything and publishing a beautiful kind of, this kind of dashboards, look ahead performance. So I like to, I like to just run through this. I think we are short of time. We'll cover this. I like to run through, Bentley. We have done this beautiful Germany road urban transit mechanism case study with respect to open city. So these are all the products what Bentley digitally we are doing. So this is one of the open city planner we are doing terrain modeling, aerial modeling, reality. We are see people in Godesberg, Germany. A kind of project manager is monitoring everything in a phone. What is happening in a common connected data environment? Station wise, start view. He's starting this. One click, he can come through the complete project. What is going on? What actually the progress can be reported. Everything can be viewed in fingertips. It's a tunneling work is also, and it's a very huge portfolio we are did. See, can you see this? See this? What exactly he has done in one click? He has done everything. He can see the toolbar, see the mechanism. How see in a coloring mode, he can easily understand complete flyover what exactly affected his project in digital technology. He can go in very zoom in view. He can connect it. So these are all the mid city in the Germany. So he just zoomed that area. So this is a virtual reality kind of thing we are talking. We can do in that mode as a digital connectivity from Bentley Solutions digital environment. And he is connected to the fly station. Yeah, on one more slide. So this is one of the open rail mechanism project management to digital. We talked a lot on more on this analytical, and we have one more tool called Synchro. This is also a project planning tool where it's a single platform where once you update the schedule, it automatically when you're updating, it automatically build here. See how beautifully it is building the warehouse. These are one of the beautiful concepts we have done in Sydney, Italy, Rome, lot of projects. So I think this is the kind of drivers what effectively implementing digital technology will make you in terms of technology adoption. These are all we talked. So I think everyone should everyone should have, we all should keep in place this connecting points. Digital transformation or project management. We are talking from past 3 hours. We should talk on this control, effective collaboration, communication. C plays a very vital role in digital. This I put for us to, just to link how we are expecting in terms of any types of contracts, any owner, builder, operator, EPC, project management, consulting. C stands for everywhere, how it is really impacting if with respect to this digital transformation, how effectively we can implement all this for a smooth flow of a projects. This is just I put for, for a kind of. So these are, I think these are a common data environment. I think everything we saw, we have, we have a lot of iTwin services. We have input reliability stage. We have how we can able to retrieve the projects. Metrics can be viewed. Asset stage can be done. Lot of stuffs, effectively can be managed in a project perspective or operational perspective. So this is one of the efficient graphs. I think all are aware on this ESCO mechanism, how current practice or better information, how our industry in Indian market from the current trend we are doing. Apart from this, the gap here we need to identify how digitally, we are growing with respect to our solutions. So this is one of the beautiful case study we have done in ACOM in Open Rail Mechanism Station Designer. See how, you just see this, how effectively all the disciplines in a project are effectively connected and has built a beautiful station in an open rail metro with respect to ACOM as a PMC consultancy. They have done architectural, mechanical, electrical invent, HVAC, air conditioning, lot of project designing reality, augmenting reality, complete project planning can be done in NPulse or something in Bentley. So this is I think I have this video. This is see this video. I think this is a mass building station we have done digitally, connected data environment. See the metrics. Observe this moment, how the code color is changing, and see effectively they have done patching. So how digitally, everything can be viewed and everything can be done in fingertips. Mass transportation. I think this is one of the case study in that case. So this is one of the designing we have done with respect to complete station through BIM model. So we have linked this with I model also. See the effectiveness. See the planning. How do you really think how long it will take to develop a schedule? See the temporary planning work. It is lifting with this hoist and structure is increasing. So here the beauty we should understand is we are doing the schedule. Automatically it is developing a structure. See the digital way. A technology oriented, kind of see automatically it's getting developed and everything is got scope. So this is one of the common environment data I just put. We are connecting, everything in augmented way, planning way, everything. See this place. We are connecting everything in I model digitally, operation perspective, engineering perspective, design perspective, or supervising or mapping perspective. So these are few earn value metrics. I think these are benefit. Yeah, I think I need to talk on I model. Do we have 10 minutes?
Yeah, but I don't know. The people are, I think, time.
I think still we need to talk on I model concepts. Okay, that's all. Yeah.
I think you give the gist of I model. I think it's a good place to end. Once you give the I.
Yeah, we talked on more technologies. So we are talking right on I model or I hub. So whatever we are talking in I model or I hub, completely see here we should understand is completely the mechanism is completely put in one way. Effectively, the digitally in a hub, the data is stored. So the design is stored. So when you are storing a design or any, the federated model. So whatever you are bringing in terms of federated or I model, it's a complete, when you bring any IFC file, Rivet file, or, .gg file or something. So automatically, a complete, review mechanism, validation mechanism can be done effectively and efficiently, and see how without a human digital intervention digitally the reports are generated with respect to using these tools. See means we should understand the data is connected interlinked probably between the fragmentation way between the three concepts. So it is doing the review, doing the clash mechanism, doing the validation perspective in the sense identifying the issues, key, who is the approval authority, closing authority, then doing the insights, producing the analytics in such a way. So this is a beautiful, Bentley digital project or asset wise we do. It might be in pre-construction, monitoring, initial, mid stage, or complementing stage. See how connected points we are doing with respect to the resource. See, completely the data can be linked with I model. See the phone, laptop. See, we are doing this microstation like before we talked on microstation. We had a lot of product. Autodesk 3D, AutoCAD, linked with bridges. Bridges is the case. So he has done a modeling with bridges, linked in I model, iCloud. See, these are the versions, how effectively people can able to see the reports or do the effective design validation. Technically, they can do, or they can commemorate the present thing. I think these are few concepts.
Sai Krishna, we are out of time. I think.
Yeah. So any questions? We'll take it. Any questions? Done. Yeah. Any question?
Sir, just last one question. So suppose a project has started and some construction work has been done, but later the project is called off. So in that case, what solution does Bentley provide with the under constructed site or the materials that has been used.
So in that,
machines.
like we talked, see, initially when you're scheduling, you will put the solution, right? Like you'll design in such a way, when it is not there or something, or when project is not off, or project is something suspended due to some other or something case, there then we need to have other kind of micro station kind of product where we can see what reliable factors can be identified. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think we'll thank the speaker, Sai Krishna, for giving us a overview of the Bentley digital project management systems.
Let me on my cam, please.
And we hope all the participants were able to.
I think everyone, yeah, it's a beautiful.
Were able to get an idea from Arun Kumar sir's talk and from Sai Krishna's
No, I
talk.
want to see the agenda is, it's not about the publishing, or it's not about the talking. So we need to we are thinking in such a way how effectively digitally technology is adopting project management, control management, portfolio management, or construction management. How these tools you also in your course curriculum or any institutions can effectively talk, implement this, how people can effectively out of campus can effectively engage and work on this. That is what my value proposition.
And also thank you Arun Kumar sir and Sai Krishna for telling us about a Bentley education program where we can get access
Yeah,
to
that is one
software.
of the that is one of the very key,
Yeah.
no other institutions or nothing, no one will offer. It's a very beautiful thing where
we'll start using Bentley for like wherever possible. We'll tell our students to interact with the software and do some projects which will be
that will be a very good
showcased on your
accreditation
website for wider
projects
purpose.
or something.
Yeah, so we'll encourage our students, and I think we can end our session today, and tomorrow
I
we'll
think
meet
it's a
here.
very vast. I think we can have 1 more hour also, but
Yeah, I think people have other some their commitments, so and we'll keep in touch, Sai Krishna, after this also.
yeah, we'll talk
Thank
on
you all.
that adoption and all. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
So we'll meet
Could
again
share your
tomorrow.
email. Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sir, if you could share your email ID. Right? No, sir.
Sorry, my mail ID.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll just share with Mahendra.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I'll
mail you the.
I'm just sharing you, Mahendra sir.
I have your email ID, so I'll give it.
I think you can put in common chat so that everyone can view. That would be great. Yeah.
Sai
Any
Krishna
question?
sir, thank you very much, sir, for wonderful session. More informative and interesting, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
No,
sir.
it's about, I think we should adopt in your upcoming projects and see how innovatively we can publish.
Sure,
right?
sir. Sure.
That could be, yeah.
I am also planning to switch over to construction management, sir, from structural engineer.
Okay.
Combination.
So I think
both.
these digital interventions, all this will play a very vital role for your upcoming journey. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
I have shared the ID and both the meeting chat.
Okay. I think you can mail in the, I think Mahendra sir, better what you will do, you can write a mail ID and something, whoever has the open questions or something, whoever cannot ask in this forum, we can able to reply further and spread a spreadsheet. That could be